The following D&D campaign is rated TV MA LSVEC. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and player character conspiracy theories. It is intended only for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Danny Phantom said boobies.
Boobies, thank you, Danny Phantom. Now we can usher in the episode.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Now we can get proper naughty. Awesome. All right.
Indeed.
I guess we should go ahead and start that sweet recap.
Cool.
Leo.
All right, yeah, I would love to. So last week was pretty emotional. The group met up with the leader of a gnome. I think it was a hunting party, or some type of gnome party led by Holly.
Mm-hmm.
And then as they rested with the gnome party, the group decided to get drunk and understandably a little emotional as they mourned their good friend Peppino's passing. People had drinks. A person had dreams. There was some small farewells that took place for their fallen comrade. And they decided to keep his ashes, or Elzaris decided to keep his ashes. The next day, the group traveled with Holly. Well, the next few days, the group traveled with Holly to meet the traveling gnome tribe. And pretty quickly and efficiently after meeting or finding the tribe, they met the leader Cookie and discussed future plans and discussed the background agreements that were happening between the resistance and with the assembly as far as the trade route goes. And then they stumbled upon a new friend of theirs named Jules, who was sent by Lady Amara to assist the group whatever way he can. And right now I believe we're traveling to the dwarven city of Vog Maldir. And I think that's where we left off. Unless I'm forgetting anything.
No. That's
Yeah.
a pretty succinct recap.
Yeah.
All right. So.
We need to recap tunage.
No.
Oh, that's how
right.
you do it. Oops.
So, to remind you what is lying in front of you, you had just arrived at the outskirts of Vog Maldir, which is the dwarven. It's known as a dwarven city. Jules would know that, but he would also know that halflings and gnomes also live here. It is a sprawling city flanked by two large mountains, and in between the two mountain peaks are these arched, this just like large arched, it's not a bridge because you can't really walk over it, so it's just sort of like an arched structure with statues of dwarves just towering heights above you. And as you start to approach into sort of the village that's in front of the main part of the city, you notice that the buildings are unapologetically built for small folk. It's very much going to be a situation where you are all going to be like Gandalf in a hobbit house. Even the multi-story buildings. This was definitely built with them in mind. But it is a bustling city, and you can tell that it is tiered up and into the mountains themselves. And then you see what you can't see through the art on stream is that you can see that there are passages into the mountains themselves, and you can tell that the city wraps into the mountains and probably underground. So it is quite large, but you have arrived.
Yay!
What time of day is it? I'm sorry.
I would probably say it's mid-morning. From where I think we were.
Well, let me show you guys around, and I'll take them to brunch, as it's mid-morning.
Nice.
To the crate
Great.
place that I mentioned.
Ah, nice.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the crepe place you mentioned.
Yeah.
So let's see here. How there? This is a very large city. How nice is this crepe place? Is it just like a little corner place? Is it actually a pretty nice place?
It's the type of place that's that the locals know. It's not. It would be like, you wouldn't see. You would only find little people there. You wouldn't find anyone of our size. Yeah, a back alley crepes place, exactly, Dan.
Okay.
Awesome. Sandwiched in between
It's
two
not.
other.
It's not in the touristy neighborhood. It's going to be kind of like,
Yeah.
by the, I don't know. I assume like we're the the government neighborhood or something, or the business neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys head in quite a ways. You go through sort of the villages where you see quite a bit of gnomes and halflings in this sort of first village area, and where there's a market. And you start making your way through towards the northwest side of the middle of town to what Jules knows as the East Crag Ward. And there we go. And there is a large theater that you sort of pass by, and you notice that the sign says it's the Theater of Silver. And around the corner, like darting back down one of the alleys, where you can see there are halflings and dwarves and gnomes shuffling about this morning, bringing things into the theater, bringing things out. There's like carpenters across the street, and then there's this what looks like was probably once a crepe cart that is now sort of like been built into like a 3-table eatery, and there's a short line going out the door, but Jules knows that it moves pretty quickly, and you can probably get a
It's
table.
worth the wait, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's worth the
smells
wait.
divine.
Does anyone have anything they'd like to do while we're here?
Wouldn't mind a little sightseeing.
No.
Magnificent architecture here. Beautiful, built right into the mountainside.
No. Derek, Ileana, Elzaris, do you guys have anything you would like to
So, how many times you been here?
I lost count. Probably upwards of 20, 30.
Why so much?
Where I'm from is pretty boring. So I prefer the big cities.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Bit of a black sheep then, were ya?
Not quite a black sheep, it's just, when you know everyone in town, it gets a little boring. You know.
Probably look for a bookshop.
Okay.
That's a fine
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I know a great used bookstore, not too far from here.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, are there any pet stores, Jules?
Pet stores.
Right, exotic pets and the like.
Would I know of any exotic pet store?
Do they have any new bookstores? And not used. Not that I
They-
don't have anything against used. I just,
You don't like to? You can, but it's kind of like, it's more of a chain. I like to support
Sure,
smaller
that's-
businesses.
I understand. I would like to know both. I think.
Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, we can make arrangements. I'm not in a rush. I don't know what kind of time frame you guys are on, but yeah, let's enjoy it.
We have all the time in the world, I'll jokingly say.
Well, let's not go that far. There's definitely.
I'm just
we can
pulling
enjoy
away,
ourselves, but
right.
not vacation here.
As you guys are talking and standing in line, you notice a male gnome that has their hands full with like 4 what looks like coffee cups, but they're stacked like 6 high as they're like making their way through,
Skills.
and like and bustles across the street to the theater.
Oh, I thought that was my order. Just
Did you put in?
six cups.
Did you put in an order?
I'll start
Yeah.
with one.
Let him know that you wanted something.
Oh no,
We're
no, I'm
standing in
just
line.
feeling extra silly this morning. I had a good night's rest.
Interesting.
Mhm.
I wonder, are there any signs for what's playing at the theater, Victoria?
There you would have walked by one briefly, but you had ducked around the corner, so you can't necessarily see it from here. But if you want to like make the boys stand in line while you go take a look.
How far are we away from the?
Oh, I mean, you're like probably like half a block. It'll probably take you.
Okay.
Like.
Oh,
4
I'll be right back. Just stand here for me. I'll be back before you get up there. Be fine. And she's saying this as she's like backing away.
All right.
I'm
Toodles.
gonna go and check that. See what's playing at the theater.
All right, I'll get that for you in just a second.
Okay.
And did oh my gosh, I almost said Emilio. Did Jules know about any exotic pet shops or
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah.
Are you messaging
Oh,
me
okay.
somewhere?
I thought you were messaging
No,
me like
no.
Yeah, I was like,
STFU,
yeah.
Dan, and I was like,
I
I'm
don't see
sorry.
messages
sorry.
anywhere.
No, no. I mean, Jules has been to the city enough that he would know that pretty much anything that you want to get here, unless it's really outrageous, is available here in the city. It might, if it's something kind of off the wall that he feels like he hasn't necessarily heard of, it might take you guys a little bit to find it. But this is a huge city, so.
Yeah. Well, Leonard, do you mean something exotic or something like illegal?
I wouldn't mind perusing either, or both.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't want anything that would endanger us, of course, but some of the more
Well, I mean, how exotic do you want to get?
something akin to bandit, but bandit level of interest, but
Okay.
perhaps a smaller,
Alright.
just a wee friend.
Yeah. Well, after breakfast, we'll stop by.
Great.
Derek, is there anything you wanted to do?
I have business to attend to, yes.
Okay, have fun. I won't get in the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm like sort of looking around at this point because we're standing in line. DM, would I see like a nearby restaurant without a line?
I mean, you see a couple of different like food carts, and you get the idea that they all kind of service this area of town.
Okay.
So that would sort of be up to you if you wanted to like duck off and get like a breakfast burrito instead.
Oh, that sounds good in real life. No, so yeah, I'm just kind of wondering if Derek is wondering why we're waiting in line for something when there's non-line things around, and if I'm going to be a dick about it or not. But for now, I hold off on being a dick.
Okay. Okay. So I'm sorry, one more time. I was reading your note from earlier. So you're doing what, Stephen?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Was the end result? Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure that that's what I caught. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Is that what I had concluded? Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Great. So Elzaris is sort of standing there with the three of you, sort of like pointing out, like, look, they have to-go cups, and I have a to-go cup. Mine's nicer, but they're to-go cups. That's all she's talking about. Ileana, so you are going around the corner, and you see that they are actually changing out the sign for what's coming soon. So you see a sign called that says something about an amorous dragon like coming down. Right? So you can't see the whole sign.
Like
Amorous.
AMOROUS.
US. Yeah. So that one's coming down.
Oh, that one's coming down. Oh.
That one's coming. It looks like that one's coming down. And then what they're putting up, it looks like a petite romance.
Liberty.
Yes. And then that one says, with Halmy Reichson, and I'll give you the spelling of it later, starring as the dastardly villain, Gilbert Magnum.
Ooh. The name's Magnum.
Is it listing you show times?
Not yet, but there are a bunch of people out front if you wanted to ask.
Yeah. She'll kind of go up. She doesn't see anything. She'll go up to the people up front.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What?
Oh, yes.
What time does the do the shows run?
Oh, well, tonight is the first run. It will start right after sundown. And then tomorrow we'll have both a matinee and sundown showings.
Nice to know. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Oh, you're so welcome, my lady. And turns around and keeps working.
All right, she'll go back to the group.
All right.
Still standing in line, I see.
You didn't
Worth
miss
the wait.
anything. Can I see? Do other people have food that looks good? That's like.
I mean, yeah, Jules isn't wrong. It smells fantastic. The food looks great. You guys are next in line.
Okay.
Okay. And most people are leaving. That you actually one of the tables is empty. It seems like most people this is like a grab and go spot. So you can probably grab a table when you get your food.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
So what do they? So they just have pastries here, Jules?
Oh, it's kind of a pastry. It's like wrapped, like wraps. It's usually what I get. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Savory, sweet.
Does it have meat in it of any sort, or just?
It can. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you ask them nicely. I'm sure they'll put whatever you want in there.
Whatever I want.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of suggestive, and I don't know where this is going, but within reason, I believe they would.
Okay. All right. I'm just just joking around.
Is Derek actually laughing, or is that just Steven laughing?
It was me laughing. I think Derek probably would have thought it was funny too.
Yeah. See, Derek thought it was funny.
Derek's got a great sense of humor from what I've seen.
Hasn't been much. I mean, you must admit, he just joined us.
I mean, it's true. When I first met him, he just kind of had like a 1,000-yard stare. He
Yeah.
didn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
it's been a weird time.
Yeah. Can imagine.
Do they have coffee? Well, no, she saw coffee. Never mind. I remember seeing the coffee now. So
Yeah.
that'll be good.
Yeah. They have this new thing. It's called the Derek Bardson. It's been I just heard about it the past couple months. It's where they make coffee and tea. It's not bad.
That's
I
cool.
keep hearing about this.
No, I'm gonna get one. Yeah.
Oh,
You guys are able, I mean, unless you desperately wanted to, you guys are able to procure the either savory or sweet crepes that you're looking for, the beverages you're looking for,
Great.
and
Yeah.
enjoy this little creperie.
Eliana's definitely getting a savory one and a coffee.
is there something written that says Derek Bardson for this drink that he's ordering?
Here.
It's new. It just came out. It's been traveling around recently.
Yeah, you don't see anything written on the the chalkboards or anything, but you actually have heard a couple people order it, like it's a secret off the menu sort of thing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll get the Undercity special with the Derek Bardson.
Yeah.
What do you guys want?
Oh, some coffee and I'll describe a bacon breakfast sandwich.
Okay.
Oh no,
They
I'm
kind of
getting
look
crepes. That's right.
Yeah, they kind of look at you
Oh.
weird, and they're like, "Well, we can make it
Yeah.
in a crepe for you."
No, that's all right. I think maybe something sweet and banana and chocolate, maybe.
Do you have anything with bacon? He likes bacon.
Absolutely. Did you want like a chocolate bacon crepe?
Well, you have anything savory
would you-
then, like a breakfast?
Oh.
And a,
Yeah, I mean,
and
we
a
have-
crepe?
What bacon?
Or they look a little bit disappointed that you don't want some crazy concoction. Yeah.
I
we've got-
would like a chocolate bacon.
Oh. Okay. Absolutely.
It sounds interesting. Along with the savory one, I'll take both. But
Oh, of course.
Do you want a split?
sure.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So
Oh,
they'll
clap
make you
excitedly.
a nice savory one and a chocolate bacon crepe.
Should be
And,
interesting.
just syrup for me, please.
Of course.
You're just getting a cup of syrup.
But no, on my crepe.
Oh. I thought you were ordering just like a cup of syrup, and I was
I'm
very
not.
confused.
I
Would
was
you-
nervous.
Did you want
Yeah.
any like whipped cream or anything with it?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right. Can't put some whipped cream.
I'll be like, just give him a little bit. Just
Yeah.
side.
There might be a little side bowl of whipped cream next to it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't take much time for them to pull that order together for you. So you
Alright.
have a bunch of crepes.
All right. Well, let me. I take it there's no like directory here, or like kind of map, but like a stone map that I could show people
No.
just to be convenient.
No, I mean,
Stone
you would
map.
know that there are.
Yeah.
Flintstones.
It's not the Mall of America.
Yeah.
I mean, you would know that there are like multiple markets, and each of them have varying levels of like what kind of items you're going to find in them. I mean, you could. So it sounds like you guys want a bookstore.
Yeah.
A menagerie of animals. Anything else that you're looking for in particular?
No, it doesn't have that much money, so no.
Actually, I don't know how much money I have. We never figured that out.
Oh yeah, we didn't roll for it. I'll roll for
Let's
it.
say I
for
have
you
like
now.
1,000 platinum.
Unless I forgot to put money in here, but I'm pretty sure I've kept it updated.
I haven't.
What a shame.
Let me take a look.
Where she's also turned down some money before, so it's
Yeah, because I know Elzara's has quite a bit.
I think Alzaris took all the money Pepino had.
Yeah, I don't know that
Yeah,
Derek
I don't
had
know how much that was.
She cleaned house. Yeah.
She's a bad girl. Alright.
haven't had to
fine.
shop
Your
yet.
comment in chat, Victoria.
Oh.
Mhm.
We just want a brunch with our friends. Oh man. Let's see here.
So, Ileana, where'd you run off to?
I just went around the corner to check on something that I saw on the way in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just went to go and just see it closer.
Was it? What was it? I'm just curious.
Just a store, you know. One of the fronts, it was a window. Looked kind of interesting, so I
Just a
Went to
very
take a
attractive
look.
window, I guess.
well they had it decorated for the store, you know, window
Mm.
decorated.
Yeah. Signage and
Yeah,
whatnot.
they had stuff in the window. Something caught my eye, so I went back to check on it. Yada
Okay.
yada yada.
All right. I mean, maybe I know the owner. Do you want to?
I don't remember. I didn't really notice what store it was for. I just noticed the window, so I went back. I went back.
It was just the glazing was really intricate.
It was really
Thing
interesting.
was
So I went
actually
back
shopping
and I
for-
looked at it, and I'm not really sure why it's so interesting to you, but
Neither am I.
you know, I just went back to look at the window.
Well, I hope you found what you were looking for.
I mean, it was interesting, and I saw it, and maybe I'll go back and get what was in it, but not sure. You know, I mean, who knows what the city could bring?
Quite a bit to offer here.
Yeah.
Your
There's-
architecture's
Quite a bit.
fine.
A lot of places we can visit. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Victoria.
You're welcome.
Let me add that really quick.
Trying to do a
So,
thousand things
being
at
here
once.
as much as you have, I mean, you must know some people here.
Yeah, I know some shop owners. That's why I was asking you.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a few friends. You know, I like to I like to get to know the people I associate with and people I
Sure.
run into. In case they
Sure.
need help. In case they need help. You know,
Well,
more friends, the better.
True.
I got that right.
True.
42. Okay. So, let's go check out some books. If there's any windows that catch your eye, please.
Great.
by all
Oh,
means.
well, Ileana will split the chocolate. What was it? That chocolate bacon.
Chocolate and bacon,
crepe
yeah.
with Linnick.
Right, well, let's split that then. Alright, let's try the chocolate one and bacon at the same time. Right, we'll try that one first.
Wait, isn't the chocolate and bacon together?
Right, that one with the chocolate and bacon together.
Right.
Right, we'll split it down the middle and we'll try a bite at the same time.
That sounds great.
Right? Okay, ready?
Okay.
Alright, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Is that a normal combination where you guys are from?
I got a 10.
Or are you guys just feeling
No,
adventurous this morning?
it's, no, but, I don't know, it's not,
I always like trying different things, you know?
right, it's not bad.
I've had a lot of different things in my life, and I've never had a chocolate crepe with bacon. And I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I mean, the bacon's okay. I mean, I like the chocolate more than the bacon, I think, but
Okay.
it's a good combination.
So the chocolate is the star, and
Have
the
you
bacon
ever
is...
tried one of their chocolate bacon crepes?
Well, it's not on the menu. I think you guys just decided to make
Ooh.
that combination.
Alright.
But
That's really good. They
I
should put it on the
haven't.
menu.
It
I
wasn't.
haven't, and I'll wait till next time. I'll try it next time.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I think yeah, it's definitely worth a try. Absolutely.
I just had a margarita delivered to me. It's just here all of a sudden. Me, the person, Steven.
Nice.
just really happy.
It's like from the
Derek's
breakfast
having
burrito
a,
place.
a 10 a.m. margarita.
Yeah.
A gnome comes running over.
Nice.
So, what's your favorite thing to do here, Jules?
Oh, I like to gamble.
You like to gamble.
I do.
Oh,
Okay, what's your favorite way to gamble? I mean, there are
I
all
like-
kinds of
I like card games. They have the best odds.
interesting.
Yeah.
You gamble at every city you go to.
Um,
Are you a card shark?
the ones where they'll let me. Yes.
Oh, you have some cities that won't let you gamble. That's not a good sign.
Yeah. I mean, I don't owe anyone money, if that's what we're
Sure.
getting at.
Right.
No.
Oh no, I'm not. I mean, but why wouldn't you be allowed to play in the city?
They just want to give everyone a chance.
I
Yeah.
see.
Ah, you're
Yeah.
that good.
I try to be.
Okay,
Right.
all right.
There's no easier money than gambling.
Well,
You ever bet on fights in an arena pit?
I haven't bet on a fight in the arena pit, but I've won fights in the arena pits.
there is prostitution. That one's a pretty.
Lots of money order.
That's definitely a gamble. Prostitution is definitely a gamble.
Well, that it is. Yeah, a different kind of gamble. So this bookshop, we're going to.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm Brit. Oh, yeah, I'll try the other thing with you, the other thing. Crepe. That'll be ready to go. Right?
Oh yeah.
And Elzara says, hold on, make sure I got it rating. She definitely wanted to go to a bookstore. And also, I want to find some knickknacks and some trinkets and really just do the tourist thing. Maybe
Yeah.
like a necklace or a cape. And then she just.
Oh, how much money do you got there,
Wow.
Exotis?
Oh, you know, I'm a pretty good negotiator. I'm sure I can get all of this for what I need.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right. Well,
Sure.
sounds
Of
like a day
course.
of shopping. My favorite.
Don't let him take advantage of you, Alex.
Wouldn't want to be taken advantage of.
No, never. Me? Never.
I'm a little more worried, right, for the dwarves.
I'm an expert shopper.
Oh, I bet. I bet. All right. Are we going to the used bookshop first, Emilio, Jules, or are we going to the other one?
Let's go to the used bookshop first.
Okay, that
let's do that.
sounds
Let's see.
fine.
See what we find there.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you make your way. It's still in the East Crag Ward, so it's not too far. And you find your way to Iron's armaments, and you know that you're like, why is Jules bringing us to an armament place? But then you see as you enter, like, one full wall is all things that you would find in an armament. And then another whole wall is just all used books. And you see a female dwarven woman kind of behind one of the counters and looks up and says, "Oh, yes, dears. What can I help you find today? Are you looking for something for the pen or the sword?"
I'd be looking probably, and she'll kind of like look down her bag, like at her coin purse. Be like, I'm probably looking for the pen.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
books.
Well, go ahead and have a gander. They're not really well organized, but you know,
Okay.
what can you do?
All right.
Do you allow pets inside, or should I?
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
And she'll kind of like peek out and
I mean,
see
this-
that
They're well trained.
Well, it's not
metal
going to-
mastiff and a blue guard
They're very
drake.
well trained.
Nice.
Yeah, but the first sign of, you know, silliness, and they're out.
Absolutely.
Oh, I hope that
Right.
doesn't go for
Sounds
us.
Yeah.
All right.
They're
Well,
beans.
I think you know what she's looking
found
for,
it.
Victoria. So do you want me to make
Yeah.
a roll?
Yes. Okay, so if you want to roll, they look like they're, the two of them look like they're listening to both of you for the moment.
And I'm rolling perception.
You can do perception or investigation. I would say investigation, you would be looking more thoroughly since it's, you know, all kind of like crammed together. So you'd look in a smaller
go for
place. Or perception, you
investigation
can-
then.
Yeah. Okay. And what'd you get for me?
That is I think an 11. I'm trying to make sure.
Oh,
Nope,
sure.
that's a 10.
A 10.
Investigation, I have +0.
Oh no.
Okay, a 10.
There you go.
Okay. You're looking, you find, oddly enough, a title that you already own. You know, it looks a little bit more haggard than the copy that you have.
Okay.
And then you find,
What she was afraid of.
yeah. And you find something that's more like the size of a thick pamphlet that looks like it's a collection. You know, not the cover is like worn off, so you can't really even see what it says, but
Sure.
just the size of it made you open it up and flip it. And it's just got
It's-
a couple of stories in
Like a collection of stories.
it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Flipping through the pages. Other than the cover being torn off and some wear and tear,
Yeah.
does it seem okay?
Yeah, I mean, it seems well loved. We'll put it that way.
Okay. All right. Okay. She will take it. Ileana will take it to the counter then, as discreetly as possible. In fact, I'm
Yeah.
going to roll a
Stealth check.
stealth
Yeah,
check
great.
here.
What's it?
Well-
passives.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's a
gosh.
disadvantage too.
Emilio,
What?
I just saw that you put dead Peppino in.
Oh.
Well, that's
What?
that's
D&D
an
What did I
Beyond.
do? Wait, what did I do?
When I open your, oh, you didn't do this. When I open your,
What?
when I open your Peppino's character sheet in D&D Beyond, it says dead
Because he's
in
dead.
parentheses. I know, but oh.
Yeah, he's dead.
Why were
so
reminding me of this?
sad.
I'm just trying to enjoy this margarita.
We're trying to
I
have a
know.
great time, Victoria, and
What?
you're just
I was-
reminding us of dead friends.
Hey, I was
That is
well.
Is the dead
Look.
character marked dead?
I didn't.
Emilio.
I just wasn't prepared for it personally. Okay.
That
What
was
was
an
that stealth roll?
8 in stealth, and that was with
Okay.
disadvantage.
Okay, so anyone who has a passive perception more than 8
Yes.
would notice that she's like trying to smuggle a book up to the front, although there's nothing on the cover of it.
Wait, so she's trying to, sorry, do what? What do I notice?
She's just trying
A
to
book under her
discreetly,
shirt, basically.
like she's like trying to like hold it to where and scurry up to the counter. She's not trying to like stick it in anything.
I'm just gonna appear behind, like, what you got there?
Oh, just buying something.
Yeah.
And
Avid
she tries
reader.
to like turn her back to you and just kind of like just gonna buy something, just something I found, and she'll kind of hurry towards the front desk.
Okay.
Excuse
There's a
me.
lot more stuff. Are you sure you're done shopping?
Yeah, I'm sure, but thank you. Oh, maybe, but I just want to check on a price. Excuse me.
Yes,
May I
dear.
ask how much this would be? And she'll kind of slide it across the counter.
Oh, this old thing?
Yes.
5 silver? I mean, I don't even remember when I got that.
It sounds fine. Here. She'll give her 5 silver.
Thank you.
I don't even need a bag. I'll just slip it into my pack.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you.
You enjoy that. She'll kind of
Thank you.
give you a smile as she hands it over.
You
You don't have anything that you're finished reading now, do you?
Let me take a look here and see.
That's how we got most of our books.
She kind of like opens up her bag, which is like half books, really.
Yeah.
Living life the right way.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't been able to read all that much, honestly. Let's see here.
Is anyone, while you're looking that up,
Yeah.
is anyone else looking for anything in particular at the bookstore?
I'm just perusing, just checking out the armor if anything, or armor and weapons if anything sticks out.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would really casually ask if she has anything about Derek Bardson.
Anything about Derek Bardson? Okay. Oh, my dear. Well, I don't remember seeing anything, but I'd be happy to take a quick look for you. Give me a minute. And then, you're so welcome. And then, Jules, do you want to just roll a perception check for me?
Sure. It's not great. Turn 9 or 9. Yeah, it's not great. 11.
11. Okay. Okay. So for you, Jules, you knew of this place before, and you knew that Argus has some really finely crafted dwarven armor and weapons and things. Not the absolute nicest in the city, but really high quality for the price. But there's nothing really like outstanding that is like, oh, this is interesting or
Yeah.
cool. Pretty just standard stuff with the dwarven flair on it. And then for Derek, she kind of like looks all over the bookshelves and says, "Sorry, dear, I don't see anything, but if it's a new author, perhaps you go down to one of the other bookstores. I mean, most of these are older copies."
Well, thank you for having a look around for me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Anything else?
Not for me.
Okay. How about the rest of you?
Well, I was looking for some books. I found myself with these fantastic arcane powers, and while I've had them for quite a while, I find myself looking to understand them a bit better as of late. I was wondering if you have anything that would help one train in understanding Arcana a bit better.
Oh, well,
Meta-wise
I would say take a
proficiency.
look. Yeah. Go ahead and roll either perception or investigation check.
Okay. Alright. That's 19 plus 8. So 27.
27. Okay, yeah. With a 27, I'm going to say that you very clearly kind of see that this used bookstore very much, and you probably overheard her asking Ileana if she had any books for sale. You kind of are going through it, and you're seeing that it's mostly fiction that she has here. Like the occasional, like, you know, herbology for dummies. Like, you get the idea that, like, a lot of these books were adventurers books that they've, like, come in, sold for... Like, probably how she started to sell old books was people didn't have quite enough money to buy armor and weapons. So she started to take things like books.
Gotcha. Nice.
And so that's how she ended up in this combination. So, nothing that you're necessarily looking for here. You know.
Do you... so, I'm... not that I fancy myself as much as of a writer, but I have been getting the inkling of starting to write some books. They're of the romance persuasion. Do you buy books like that in case I find my way back through here?
Oh, of course I would.
Oh, good.
Have you found a publisher yet?
No, I haven't. I've only written a bit here and there. Anyway, I haven't had a complete work to publish. But why do you know of one?
Oh, sure, absolutely. And she'll get like a little scrap of paper and quill out and write down the name Pake, P-A-K-E. You just go on over to see him over in the Orb and whenever you're ready to publish, he's a good friend of mine, and sure he'd help you out.
That's lovely. Well, maybe I'll show him some excerpts of what I have and see if they think it's worthwhile.
Oh, of course. I'm sure he would love that.
Pig, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're so welcome.
I'm assuming you were asking that privately, or...
Oh, no, I'm saying that out loud.
Okay. Okay.
Derek's face looks like he just suddenly understands Linux so much better.
Nice.
Oh, man.
I do have this, it's called Memoirs of a... Well, I'll just show it to you, and she'll bring out the Memoirs of a Goblin.
Ooh.
Okay.
I've kind of perused through it, and it's not really my thing, but, you know, not up my alley, but...
Oh, well, it's in excellent condition. I don't normally receive books like this. Yeah, I'll give you... Lucky Ileana. You know, it's in such good condition. I'll give you 9 gold for it.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, of
Thank
course. Thank you.
All right.
And you'll see her go and like put it like towards the front, like, you know, recent editions section.
Ileana will shake hands with her. I appreciate the business.
Oh, you as well. If you think of anything else, if you pick anything else up on your travels,
She's going to kind of lean in.
Yeah.
What was the name of that publisher again?
Oh, his name is Pake. P-A-K-E. He's a dwarf. You can't miss him.
Okay. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I know it's a shot in the dark here, Victoria, but she's going to look to see if there are any books about violin.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and just make one more investigation roll for me.
Oh, that's an 8.
An 8. Yeah. You know, you start perusing again, get, you know, sucked up into some like random fictions and get a little bit distracted and don't really find anything. And you ask her, and she's like, you know, that's not really the kind of books that she has people drop off, you know.
Yeah.
And points you in the direction of another bookseller.
Thank you.
It's not my primary, you know, ware that I sell, but it's been a fun addition to the store.
I'm sure. All right.
Yeah, if any of you guys eat gear, this is pretty good stuff. This is pretty well made. I'm like knocking around in all the armor and stuff.
Oh, the armor.
Yeah, like
There's armor in here.
pretty high quality.
Well, I can't really wear armor, but that's a shame. It does look like fine armor. Oh, perhaps anything. I'll take a look with him. Anything you think would strike Alex's fancy?
A +1 eye patch.
Oh, right. And the eye
No.
patches?
I will let Elzaris decide whether or not she needed anything here later.
Okay.
It wasn't on her list of things.
Of course
She
it
was
wasn't.
looking for there was nothing practical on her list.
Function?
Of course it
No
wasn't.
way.
Yeah. So,
Thorn.
yeah. So yeah. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So Derek is starting to feel a little bit more Derek, and thinks he's starting to think some chainmail sounds a little bit more comfortable than leather. So do they? I'd be interested in what chainmail they had.
Oh, sure. So you do see that she's got several fine examples of chainmail in different colors. Let's see here. Yeah, so there's only a couple of them. It looks like they might have to have them refit for you because obviously they have a lot of smaller folks that come through.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
Yeah, you asked her and she said, she could probably have it done by midday tomorrow if that wouldn't be a problem, having the additional chains added to it.
Yeah, that's not. We're still gonna be around, right? We're not rushing off anywhere.
It's up to you guys.
What? How long is it going to take?
I don't know.
Till
Lennox,
midday
how long will
tomorrow.
it take to write a naughty story?
Well, I have bits and pieces I'm putting together.
Is that the name
on
of the
boat,
story?
No, but I like that. Maybe a chapter. Well, what do we have but time? And I'll chuckle a little again.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
do you want to
So-
settle that up, Derek, and handle? Is this whatever you need to do? I don't know.
Yeah, business settled.
All right.
Okay, so it'll be 89 gold for the chain shirt.
I have no idea how much money I have. Do I have that much money? I have no
I
idea.
don't know. How much
It's on
money?
your character
Should
sheet.
be
isn't it?
D&D Beyond?
equipment and you
It hasn't been touched for a really long time.
Well, that's.
That's
That's
right.
not my fault.
How much?
I
How much gold is
disinvested the. Okay, no.
It says you have 0 currency. I don't know how much you have, my dude.
Bummer.
Didn't-
You had
is
holes in your pockets.
Is a plat 100 gold?
That's 10.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Shit. I'll come back. Wait. I pay when I pick it up, right?
No.
Yeah. She's like, well, I could do a half and half just because we're gonna do work on it. But
Okay, whatever it is, I certainly have half. I'll do that, and then I'll figure my poop out.
okay. And I will remind you that you have a fuck ton of books, so you might be able to make.
Oh yeah, there was a giant.
Remember,
thing.
you had like 35 books.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
So we'll do some mathing at the break and figure out where you are.
That sounds delightful.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So you were looking for a change. All right.
So you're trading all your books for for armor. Like, wow, this
you
is
gonna-
a really well-read party. You guys, I would not have guessed.
Oh,
I mean, I
do
don't
you-
mean that in a bad way, but
Do you not? Well, I mean, you knew the bookstore was here, do you? I mean, you must read yourself.
I read all the time. Yeah, I was.
You read.
Mostly nonfiction.
Oh, okay.
A lot of how-tos, magic, magic, mechanical.
Oh, interesting.
Right. Some
I'm
engineering
sure you
manuals.
must have had to do a lot of studying to, do your thing.
Yeah.
What's its name again? Their's name, I guess.
I'm sorry.
Their's name. What's their's name?
There's name?
The dog.
Beans.
Okay,
Oh, beans.
that's what I was asking.
It's a
I'm
hard
sorry.
word to remember.
What?
Yeah, his name is Beans.
Okay.
The
Did you
magical
say the
pooch.
bear? Did you call him a bear?
No, I didn't call him. I said a dog. I said a Verd. What's their's name?
Their name? Oh.
Yeah, their
okay.
name.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. Is my accent
is
getting
new
in
to
the
me.
way?
I'm from here. The accent is new. I'm sorry. That's my mistake. A very exotic accent. I'm sorry.
Well, at least someone
his name
thinks
is
it's
Beans.
exotic.
Yeah. His name is Means. He's a great dog. Yeah. If you ask him to do something for you, he'll probably do it within reason.
Does he do math?
No, I do math.
Okay.
He's like a dog.
Derek turns away in disappointment.
We had
How many
someone,
dogs do you know that do math?
we had someone with us that had an owl that could apparently do math.
Advanced
Or
mathematics.
so he said.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna like turn.
I wasn't sure.
I
I wasn't sure if that was like a
put my
normal,
glasses on and just start walking.
a
away.
normal pet companion thing, you know. I just wasn't sure. Okay.
Just like I'm not sure either.
I just can't read him. I can't read him.
Hey, a lot going on up there.
Yeah.
Well, to the other bookstore then.
Yeah, we can try out the new one.
Oh,
Sounds good. Sounds exciting.
right.
So you make your way to the other bookstore, and for the sake of brevity, I will say, can everyone just roll their investigation checks for what they're looking for?
So is this like a shop around the corner versus Fox Books situation?
It's yeah,
Ooh.
it's a few blocks away. You have to get through another part of town a little bit, but yeah, you make your way there.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we rolling? Investigation.
Investigation.
Okay.
We're still on the East Crag ward though.
I got a new D20
You're
out.
right
Nice.
on the edge of the East Cragward and the Orb Burrow. And you would know that once you go through the Orb Burrow, sort of to the southeast, is the Craftsman's Ward, where most of the smiths and carpenters and things like that are.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ileana got a 19 on
Oh,
investigation.
nice. I have a
19, okay.
13 plus 8, so 21.
21. Okay. Yeah. So
25.
Ileana, 25.
Nice.
God.
So Ileana, for sure you can find a book about the violin. In fact, you can find some books that include like sheet music for some like interesting piece arrangements that you have not seen before. You can also find any other books that the other type of books you're looking for. If that's what
Sure.
you're looking for.
Sure.
One or two copies. For Lennox, you do find a simple book on Arcana that you think could probably help. Probably not quite as advanced as what you were hoping for, but it certainly would do a little bit.
Okay. I'll start down that path.
Okay. And then I'm sorry, what was Jules looking for with his 25?
I'm looking for anything on how to do make plate mail or like advanced armors and like
Oh.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
advanced
20
blacksmithing.
Yeah, with a 25, I would say that you had to kind of elicit the help of the shop owner because you didn't see it on the shelves, and they bring it out from the back and say, normally they don't sell these kind of books because the locals, rent it out from time to time, but they'd be willing to part with it if you so desired.
Yeah, I would love that. Thank you.
Yeah. So that particular volume is, hold on, sorry. Such an exciting episode, guys. DM does math.
Shopping!
The DM does math.
Oh, kitty cat, Steven's background.
All the tabs.
Yeah.
All the tabs. All the books.
All the books.
Yeah.
Cat's looking at you now like...
So it'll be...
Just pissed.
Did I give you permission to pretend to... Yeah.
I know. Man. See right through us. So like that dog of shame last week. So it's
That was so sad.
42 for the book about the armament.
42 gold.
42 gold.
Okay.
For Lennox, it's
Oh, damn.
38. And then for Ileana, for the violin book, it's 25.
Okay.
And then for the other books, those are like 10 apiece.
Okay.
All right, 38. Yoink.
She would probably just stick with, because since she has some books she hasn't read as far as the other things go, she'll probably stick with just the violin book.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
I'll walk over to Lennox before he checks out. Just kind of like lean next to him and say, you know, I'm
Hi.
not a wizard, but I know a thing or two. Probably help you out.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah.
I mean, you seem like a very sharp individual yourself, but if I can ever offer any insight into... I was a private investigator. I'm very good with investigating and using deductive reasoning and such.
Yeah.
Inciting folks. You may already have
yeah.
a skill set, but if you ever have need, I'd be happy to show you a thing or two, if I can.
Sounds good. I mean, I don't want to pry, but yeah, whatever you need help with, just let me know.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right. So I paid my 42 gold.
42.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
38. Goodbye, sweet gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We need to we need to do some adventuring. My funds are all but dried up in here. I'll just jingle the loose change.
I mean, I would like to make some money that we're not stealing from somebody, because
Right.
I
Is that how you
don't.
guys usually make your money?
Well, that's how we've made a lot of our money so far. We've taken it off of bodies. We've taken it out of rooms.
Well, so
or
they're
at
not
least in
using
It's
it.
not really. It's not really
They
stealing
have.
if they're
Right.
dead, right?
And reclaiming, that's all.
Yeah.
Right?
That depends on
Repurposing.
who you. That depends on who you talk to.
I mean, if you kill them for the money, then that's kind of a, you know,
No,
it's
no,
kind
no.
of a shitty thing to do.
it's a murky
I'll
ground.
look around for Elzar.
Yeah, I mean, if the money is a byproduct of the killing, not the basis for it, you know, I don't.
Aye.
It's a
That's fine.
murky territory for
Even
certain
muted.
people.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
byproduct we fancy.
Well,
It's a
you
pleasant
guys
perk
do.
when you have to defend yourself.
I don't take the money if it's off of dead bodies.
Would just then one of you guys take it, I assume.
Oh, well, usually Alex, but sure, Derek and I will try and scavenge if there's anything she leaves behind.
If
You know.
Not all often.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to make a little money, I know a couple places.
What kind of work is it?
Well, respectable. You know, just chores that people might need done. Or we can go gambling. It's up to you guys.
I don't really want to go gambling. But anything respectable that is a job that would be
Yeah, just good
very
old-fashioned.
helpful.
I'd gamble with you, Jules.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it'd be a nice bonding activity.
I gambled once and it
you
was a bad
guys.
idea. So,
Oh, did you lose or did you win?
no, why would it be a bad idea if I won?
Because if you won from the wrong person.
Are you
No.
talking about that time you got on a ship with Jefferson?
Well, that was a different type of gambling,
Oh.
Derek.
Oh, okay, I didn't.
Who's Jefferson?
Coming on this whole adventure was a different type of gambling. But,
Oh, Jefferson, well, let me tell you the tale. And I'll kind of go recount what happened. But I will add, you know, as time has passed, however, and I'll add that other piece of information we found out about him where he might actually be behind some of the events that took place and releasing that information about the ship's location.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
the jury's out now, but
wasn't as good
Yeah.
as some thought. Maybe.
Well, I mean,
Perhaps.
I wasn't there and I don't know the guy, but why would he get hurt? Like, he almost died, right?
For
right.
some of them.
Oh,
not
he
for
did.
all of
He
them.
had to be recovered. Right.
Not for.
Or so they believe.
Ileana's going to look over to Derek
Yeah.
and
Which is the greatest feeling of Derek Reborn life.
Aww. So sweet.
All right. Well, let's go over to the the Hydra district. Find a couple jobs there if you guys want.
the Hydra district?
Yeah.
Does it have a Hydra there?
No.
Oh, okay. I be cool.
It doesn't, Victoria. I'm sorry if I fucked that up.
I'd like
didn't
I'd
think
like
it
to
was.
see a
Nice.
like to see a Hydra.
Yeah.
What do you think, Eliana? Truthfully, do we have the time to pick up some work, or do you think we should focus on through and finish our stuff? And I mean, if we get things done in a timely manner, we'll have our reward waiting for us in Harassa.
We can go and see what how large of a task this is.
Right.
I don't think that we should stay here for, more than 48 hours.
Aye.
If we can help it. But I'm not sure when, and who knows, rewards are great, but who knows what could happen.
Right.
I mean,
Aye.
we might get there and shit might go down. Shit might hit the fan.
Right.
So
That's messy.
I would rather, if we can, and if we have the time and it doesn't take too long, to pick up something that we can depend on here,
Sure.
because it's not really sure when we'll get the chance to get the chance again.
Sure.
Not too many bustling cities.
That's true. It is a rather unique place. Quite a bit to experience here.
And it is.
What say you, Derek? Are you on board with us going in? Are you with us?
I am. I think there's more to see here, and it could always be a place we need to revisit.
That's a fine idea. If not just
You'll
for
always-
the crepe shop.
Yeah, I mean, you'll always find some new shop, some new restaurant, something new to do.
I like the sound of that. How's the city? Like, it looks like there's more inside the mountain. Is that open to all of us, or is that to like a dwarf-only section?
Cool.
Excuse my ignorance in these matters.
No, that was a perfectly respectable way to frame the question.
Okay, good.
Victoria, what would I know? far as
So
the-
you would know that to get into the parts that are actually built into the mountain, you would have to have special permission, but you would also know that is how you would need to, if you were deciding to travel to the elves through the mountains, that this is how you would have to get there. You would have to get the permission to go through there. So.
Okay, so sorry, really quick, just so I understand correctly. It's okay if we go through the mountains, or we need to get permission?
You
to
need to
go
get
through
permission to go through the mountains. So,
Okay, so there's someone
and
we need to go talk to?
Yeah. You'll have to
Okay.
find out. Yeah.
them? And I don't know who that is?
I would say that you would know, like, where in the city to go talk to somebody about trying to get that contact, but you wouldn't necessarily know the exact person to do
Okay.
that. Because you haven't necessarily needed that sort of long distance travel with that kind of protection the
Yeah.
way that they're looking for.
All right, I will relay that to the group. But we might have to jump through some bureaucracy to get over there.
That sounds about right.
So, if we're looking to go, do you know where to go to get this special dispensation? Since
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be which district would it be in, Victoria?
Oh, it's the Drake's Bridge.
Okay, Drake's Bridge Ward. Yeah, it'd be
There,
in.
Drake
Why is it
there.
hard to say?
Oh,
Drake's Bridge Ward.
Scratch Bandit.
Ward.
Oh.
Yeah.
So perhaps I'll turn to Bandit. You'll be a bit of a celebrity there, Bandit.
I really think if you're going to name
That was a good
an
time,
area
chicken.
of a city after something like a Hydra or Drake, that you should have an actual Hydra or a Drake there.
I'm listening.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just. What is the word for it? Spitballing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we were to visit Prostitution Ridge and it was just a bunch of
No
business,
prostitutes there. That would be
Oh.
misinformation.
Right.
Yeah, it would be very
And no
upsetting.
ridge.
I mean, I get it, but
yeah, the ridge, that's the really
yeah, there is just a
upsetting
ridge. That's-
If it were just
Then you bump
prostitutes
into
and
a
no ridge, you'd be
prostitute,
equally
but-
upset, right?
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Which
Works
one is
at a
more important
ridge.
in that context?
That's it. Hard
The prostitutes or the bridge?
Ridge.
Or the rich.
I suppose it all depends, yeah.
Depends on who you're running from at the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
The condition of your heart and the condition of the prostitutes.
That can be sketchy.
Right.
Well, let's go. So we're gonna go find a job. I take it. That's what.
Yeah, we
Right,
can
let's
go
take a
and
look.
see what this job entails.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be like just a bunch of guild halls, taverns. Someone is gonna probably walk up to us, offer us a job.
Oh, is that how it works?
Well, I mean, I assume someone will be like, "Oh, you're a strapping young group. I bet you guys could do."
There's not a board that we can apply to, or something we can sign up.
I'm
our
sure
names
there
on?
is. But I'm just saying, be prepared for someone to approach us to go beat the shit out of someone.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that how big city is? It's been a while since I've been in a big city.
I guarantee you, there is someone where we're going to go that wants another group of people to beat the shit out of someone.
Well, I don't want to beat
Without
the
fail.
shit out of just anyone. I would want to know who I'm beating the shit out of.
You can ask them while you're
Is
beating
that
the
going to
shit
be a
out
problem?
of
Is that what all these jobs are about? Is beating the shit up of?
No, but I mean, a good handful might be.
Okay,
I'm not saying we
handful of
have to
shit's
take
eaten.
one of those. I'm just saying be prepared
we
for
can
like,
go and
like, it's not the assembly over here. This is just a fucking big sprawling city.
sure. I understand that. Anyways, we can go and see.
Yeah.
Right. Lead the way,
Alright.
Sir Jules.
All right. So you make your way to the what did I say? I'm sorry.
Hydra district.
Hydra district. Thank you.
No, there's
sorry,
no
I'm just-
Hydra.
Yeah. Well,
The Hydraless district.
So as you approach the Hydra district, you determine why they probably named it as such. You see this sort of like 5-spoke center area, and in the middle of the 5-spoke street, there is a statue of a slain Hydra with the 5 heads pointing to each of the street.
Oh, that is. Eliana's going right to that.
Yeah.
That is impressive. It's a Hydra, guys.
Oh. So, I'm sorry, it's a Hydra, like a statue, you said? I missed it.
Yeah, it's like a statue of a slain Hydra, and then there's like a pike that has like the 5 heads of the Hydra pointing towards each of the streets.
Oh, do they breathe anything like fire or anything fancy? Or just a statue?
I don't know, but they should.
They should.
Really should.
Should talk to someone if they don't.
Yeah.
think that'd
Are
be
there any
much-
plaques or anything around Victoria, like around for the statue?
Yeah, actually, you notice that.
So
Sorry, I
the
was
DM
writing
in me
in.
is like, oh. Why, yes. Yes, there, there
yes,
is a
there
history.
Yeah, so you go up and you notice that on the main thoroughfare that you took in from the East Crag Ward into the Hydra district, so it's like a little bit wider of a street than the rest of them. You see a plaque, and it's in Dwarvish. You speak Dwarvish?
Okay.
No, no one speaks Dwarvish.
Oh, I do.
Oh,
I know, I speak
I
Dwarvish. I
don't
speak
know. I don't.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I only speak
Ah.
uncommon languages.
Oh, that's
Okay.
so interesting.
I speak a bunch
All
of
right,
shit.
well,
yeah.
look at that.
What
Huh.
does it? What does it say?
Ooh.
Can you read it? What does it say?
Yeah, it says, what does it say?
It recounts the day that a Hydra had come into the city, and a band of adventurers killed it on this spot, and so they reworked this portion of the city around the battle of the Hydra.
That's
Oh.
impressive.
Yeah.
What a grand story.
Yeah. How long ago was that? Like, is it dated?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is probably like 2 centuries ago.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah. Times were different. You know,
I
the
would-
Hydras were out of control.
I wish they wouldn't. They weren't. I would love to fight a Hydra.
Just casually. Just
Yeah, why not? I mean, it sounds,
I can think of a lot of
It sounds like a
reasons
lot
why.
of fun, honestly.
All right.
Sure.
Makes
You
me
get a
wonder.
statue made out of yourself. That'd be great.
I wonder if the prostitutes were already here at Prostitute Ridge.
It's the oldest
If they
profession,
built the ridge
so,
around that,
Yeah.
or if they came
Eliana's
after.
gonna get out her journal and start writing something down.
I'm pretty sure the ridge came
Noted.
first.
Well, right.
That's what I would guess, yeah. Prostitutes come and go. Ridges are pretty.
Yeah, they do. Oh, no, Jules.
Oh,
That's their whole job, isn't it? Yeah.
Wait, what is going on?
Just being silly.
Reminiscing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen, you haven't even been with us that long that we have anything to reminisce about.
Some
When
people
I
can
turn
just
this
connect,
on, right?
you know, over the little things.
Oh God, okay. This is a guy thing, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be.
Also part of their job. Oh, right. So, speaking of jobs, are there any round? Where are we looking?
Oh yeah.
So you are looking at the 5 spokes, and on each of them there's these 5 sort of corner-style buildings like you'd see in New York City. One of them is an ornate stone-walled building, and it's decorated brightly with it's almost like the stone has been dyed, and you can tell that this is a guild hall. To one of the other directions, you see a rather overly fancy tavern, almost gaudy, a little bit kitschy. That's called the Minstrel and the Wand, or the Minstrel and Wand. And then exact sort of like opposite from where that is, you see sort of like this darker building. It's a little less flashy, and it just has a picture of a bloodied wand, but that's it on it. And then the other buildings look like little shops.
Yeah.
Is that a sex dungeon or a shop?
There's a
It's a
a
bloody
what?
wand? Or did
I mean,
things
it
get
depends-
taken too far?
It depends on what day you go
Oh,
there.
right.
Wait.
Depends on.
Well,
Yeah.
let's hope it's-
Elzaris will sort of sidle up to Ilyana and, like, not looking at the bloody wand building,
Mhm.
say, "There's some thieves' camp on that building."
What does it say?
Oh, crap, I'd read that too. I have a level
Oh,
rogue.
there you go. Yeah. Well, yeah. Roll
After
a
I'm
perception
shocked,
check
like-
then. Yeah. Roll a perception check for me. To see
Okay,
if you
oh,
see it.
that's not good. 3 plus...
Uh-huh.
Wait, where's my perception? Plus 2 now, so 5.
5. Yeah. No,
Shook.
you're just thinking really hard about those bloody wands.
Oh.
So she's just saying to Ilyana, it looks like it might just be a place where you could meet other people like me or Lennox and talk to people.
Oh,
I don't know
that
if they're
kind of
kind of-
meeting people. Okay.
Right. Right.
Okay, got it. So,
I mean, if you go on a Tuesday night, you can find someone who's just like you in any sense of that, the way you could think, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I just...
And Jules would know that they run a pretty hot dice game in the back.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
But then, you also would know that the Minstrel and Wand, it's obnoxiously decorated, but it's pretty hoppin', and it does have a job board in there. So,
Yeah.
Say,
Well,
Jules,
that's-
I'm sorry, go ahead, Ilyana.
no, go ahead.
Are you allowed to gamble in the city?
Uh,
Like, if I gave you some money and offered to split
I mean-
some of the profit?
you're allowed to do anything as long as you don't get caught, right?
Right. I mean, you specifically, if I gave you some money and let you keep, a cut of the profits, could you earn me
Yeah.
some money?
Yes.
Why
Would
do
you
you
be
so
willing to?
hesitant?
Because I don't want to lie to you guys. But I'm pretty confident that I would get you some money.
Well, if you're willing, I'd love to see what you could do with 5 platinum.
Sure thing.
Eliana will look.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. And
I'm
I'll,
a better. if I had the choice of betting on me or betting on someone else, I would bet on me.
I'm sure you would.
Fair enough. Here you are. I'll trust you. I'll see what you can do with it. Is 20% good of the profits? So I'll get my 5 back, and then whatever you earn, you keep 20% of.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. And I'll pass 5 platinum pieces over to Jules.
All right. Do you want to handle this now, or do you want to do it after we check out what's available?
I'll trust you to do that, and maybe Ileana and I, or you can point us in the direction of something more up our alley.
Okay. Victoria, judging this group from what I know about them, which job board should I send them to?
Oh, I would say that they could probably find something at the Minstrel and Wand, probably.
Yeah.
But if they don't find anything they like there, they could go over to the guild hall. But the guild hall jobs would be a little bit more involved.
Yeah.
Typically, so.
Yeah. Is there anyone I should warn them about that would post a job? Like, just like some fucking mob boss that I know about?
Make a history check.
Yeah. Oh, nice, nice.
Okay. 26.
26, yeah. You would know about Thalde. She is a female dwarf necromancer that, although not evil, not everybody comes back from the jobs that she hires for, and she's just into some weird shit.
Okay.
So,
well,
know.
How do you spell her name?
Thalld. Thalde.
LD. All right. Yeah. I'll. Before I would say, guys, you should go to the. They call it the bard and the bard.
The minstrel and the
minstrel
wand.
and the wand.
Yeah.
The minstrel and the wand. Check that out first. You know, it's anything there that looks good.
Right.
Go check out the guild halls. Do not take a job from Thalde
Oh.
into some weird shit.
Oh, right. Well, I'll look at the wand again. Oh, right. Okay. Understood.
I mean, the place is fine, but just if
Sure.
if the name of Thalde comes up, maybe go to your second choice.
Noted.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll go see what I can do with this plan.
So, since you're going to the Bloody Wand, Elzaris will join you. Derek, which direction are you going to go?
Did we find a pet store? Because I was totally down to see a pet store.
Not yet, but we will certainly find one for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna
After
need
the gambling.
books are any
Okay.
indication these pets are going to be expensive.
I heard someone named Thalde was bad news, and so I would ask around for that person.
Okay.
You're not gonna. Well, I mean, I would double check with you, like, hey, I'm gonna go gambling. Do you want to come? You said you wanted to. Right?
Sorry, I thought that we had decided this was the sort of thing where you spend our money, and I wasn't really interested in that.
Oh, you said you wanted to come.
Oh, yeah, I can come give it a try.
Yeah. Yeah, get it. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll come in.
Okay. So as Ileana and Lennox and Bandit head over to the Minstrel and Wand, and Derek, Jules, and Elzaris head across to the Bloody Wand, and Elzaris runs inside and says, "I'll be right there. I just need to use the restroom. We're gonna go ahead and take our bio break."
Oh, that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Take your time.
All right. We'll be back in 10 to 10 plus minutes.
10 to 10 plus minutes. Yeah.
Dan drags his ass back. Yeah.
Yeah. So see you guys in a few minutes.
No. I don't know what it is about cereal and like that. Clearly, I have like a bum lip or something. I'm trying to eat cereal. I'm always drooling every moment. I don't know what it is. I'm doing it for 41 years, but.
What a problem. Although I can't say much because anytime that I drink, like, I don't really have a problem with like mugs and like coffee or tea. I would drink like water. I would usually once or twice a day get it like into the open glass. Get it like yeah. That's it.
It's so weird. It's like fine. My brain knows what to do. My mouth knows what to do.
The cup's full.
Steven's setup today, it just warms my heart. He's got this comfy, cozy place in the background, and the kitty cat, and you know, his significant other there that walked by. It's just, my heart is just like, I'm so happy for him. Welcome back, Steven.
Whatever. F that guy.
Nice, and the Hydra he rode in on.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear it, so it's not funny.
Sorry, I am almost ready. I'm just trying to shove some goldfish in my face before we get started.
Yeah, you all miss Steven earlier standing up in his Pikachu shirt, looking sweet, looking fine.
Yeah. It just sparks something. You know?
Right? It's like,
It's just-
I've never felt this way about Pikachu before.
all these new feelings.
I was attempting to take a drink of water.
Yeah.
Hey, George, come here. George. This cat doesn't like me very much.
My cat is so unhappy right now because of the storms.
Aww.
He's like just laying like under my desk chair, like just will not move.
Aww. What if you stomp your feet real loud all of a sudden?
It would really scare him, and
What did I do with my phone? Lies. I thought I was back, but I'm not. Apparently I brought my phone.
That's okay. I need another half second.
That eats it.
I wish you guys could see all these mean things that Victoria's been messaging me.
Yeah. I took the Lord's name in vain. I mean, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. It's like very creative. A lot of these insults.
Only for you.
Thank
Only
you.
the best for you. If I don't come with my best game, I know I'm gonna get
Almost like poetry.
called out. Yeah. Which one do I need? Allow.
So Liam today made Sonic the Hedgehog for me.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta go fast.
Right?
yeah.
Oh, so dwarves! Like, okay, gonna meet a whole family of Sonics for everybody.
Man, aw, so cute. All right. What? What's going going on in my private messages over here?
But the ones that I...
Not you.
Oh.
Okay. 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 All right. Well,
Okay.
let's get back into it. I'm gonna need some Gatorade for this. I gotta hydrate. We will start with the three of you in the bloody wand.
Okay.
Where did it go?
I thought we were calling it the minstrel's wand.
There's
That's a
the minstrel and the
different
wand. Yeah, there's the minstrel and the wand or the minstrel and the wand. God, why can't I say it? The minstrel and wand.
A lot of the stuff you came up with is actually like I tried saying it fast, and it's pretty hard.
Yeah. No. Well, when you're creating a city with 16,000 people in it, you gotta use some generators. There's some generators. Is there a flag?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, the flag. And the side quests.
And the side quests.
Yeah. And now the gambling.
And now the gambling.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. I got this. I got this.
You got this.
So,
Yeah, you do. You rock.
This is why you normally put us in barren fields.
There are no trees around.
No,
And
there are
we
no
still-
trees. There are no fucking rocks.
Hey, what's
Oh,
that?
this
Is that
is
an
what I
interesting rock?
Is that a rock
No,
formation?
no, it's not.
No.
Interesting. Keep going.
Oh my god, this is DM karma for making it so boring for so long. Okay. Whew. All right. Okay. Yeah. The three of you make it into the unnamed tavern with the icon of a bloodied wand on the front of it. And Elzaris goes up to the bar and, of course, orders the biggest glass of red wine they have.
Is it like a novelty size glass, like this
Yeah,
big?
it's obnoxious. It's
Chili's.
like one of those that can fit a whole bottle of wine in just one glass.
Amazing.
Yeah, like they only have like two of them because they don't expect people to actually order it. And she kind of turns to Jules and Derek and says, I'm going to be right here. I'm going to ask around for things.
Oh.
You're good at
That's
that.
a really weird way to phrase that, but yeah, like do your thing.
Yeah. And so you hear her just chatting away with the bartender that's up at the front. But you guys walk in and it's pretty dark in there. It's, there's a few patrons in there. They don't really take notice of you, even though, you're tall folk. There's a couple of tables towards the back, and then there's a second bartender all the way down at the end of the bar that isn't engaged with Elzaris at the moment.
Wait, so sorry, this is in the unnamed magical wand place.
Yes.
And this is where I think the gambling would be?
Yeah. You would know that you just need to mention to one of the people that work there, the secret phrase to get in to the back.
I'll lean toward Jules and be like, I don't see any gambling here.
You'll see it soon. And then I'll just kind of really, put my sunglasses down, lean over to the bartender and say, I'm here for the game.
Kind of look at you and say, all right. And she'll kind of nod her head back towards the back, and it looks like it's just a straight wall. But you will, even if you haven't been here yourself, you would have known that there's like a supply closet that leads back to the back room for gambling. So.
All right, then I'll wave Derek over.
All right, so you make your way to the back room, and as the two of you fit into this, that you fit into this like tiny little broom closet together. You have to shut the door to open the other door to get in, and then you make your way into the back, and it's a thriving casino hall, really, gambling hall. But it looks like it's all pretty much dice games. And there are a whole bunch of tables, but there is a table kind of free towards the center that only has one other person sitting at it.
I will make my way over there.
Okay.
Politely sit down.
Okay.
Just kind of nod at the player.
I'll
Sorry, go ahead.
linger. I will linger, and then go and sit on the other side of the player if I can, or not next to Jules if possible.
Okay, yeah. So
I think
it's
I'm sick and we're not together.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Make a performance check for me on that one. And
Okay.
I mean, the whole time I'm looking at you, I'm just like...
Yeah, that's fine.
What?
Yeah. The whole place is populated by dwarves, gnomes, and halflings. However, the one person that's at this table that happens to be what looks like a stunted black dragonborn. Or black is kind of a... Not black in the chromatic sense, but black in the... it has sort of the same gemstones that Derek saw on Shandley, but black in color instead of the sapphire blue.
And that's the dealer slash...
that's the one patron sitting at,
it's the player.
at that
That's
table.
the player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the first tall folk that you all have seen outside of yourselves since you've been here. So, so you sit down, and there's a halfling woman that is setting up the game for the dice. And would you folks like some drinks before you get started?
Yeah, I'll take a. I'll just take a mead.
And I'll have a hard Derek Bardson.
I'm all set for now, thanks.
I'll have a hard Dare Parkson too.
Oh. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Could you just tell me what it is? I don't want to screw it up for you.
It's a tea and coffee with just a splash of whiskey.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And so she'll kind of like, you'll see her sort of like pause for a second. It's on its way. All right. Well, are we all ready to play, gentlemen?
Absolutely.
All right. So this is known as Gwent. And so it's kind of like blackjack. So the highest number up to 21 is going to win. So everyone needs to take it. Everyone playing first needs to tell me how much you're going to bet. And then you need to take a D10, a D8, and a D6 for me. Okay. And you'll be playing against the house.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to take money from Derek. A D10, D8, D6?
D10, D8, D6.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And is there a minimum or maximum bet at the table?
There is not. You see the pile in front of the Dragonborn looks like it's dwindled down to a couple of gold, some silver, and copper. He doesn't seem to have a lot, but it looks like the dealer has quite a bit of
everything
currency in front of her, so you can bet whatever you so desire.
So I have...
and I rolled a 20 on my performance check.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
So I was like super casual.
Despite Jules, you kind of made it look like Jules was looking at you because he's never seen a tabaxi before, not because he doesn't understand why you're pretending that you're not together.
Oh, okay. I love it.
Yeah. Good job.
Now I'm regretting it though, because I want to be like, how much am I supposed to bet? And I can't say that. So I will. I haven't even really had any time to understand my money, so I'm just gonna slide out a plat.
Okay.
Nice.
You slap a plat down on the table. You see the Dragonborn throw down the last of his gold. And what do you put down, my friend?
I'll put down a platinum, and I'm gonna look at the Dragonborn. I'm gonna say is rough day.
Rough week, but I'm stuck here for now.
Yeah.
Might as well do something about it.
And the free drinks don't hurt, so.
No, they don't.
So.
No, they don't.
Okay.
All right, everybody. So if you would please roll your D10, your D8, and your D6.
Okay.
And then you can roll it a second time, but you have to roll all 3 to do that.
You have to roll all 3?
Yeah.
Because I rolled an 8 and a 3 on my d6s, so if I could reroll the d10 only, that would be perfect.
Okay, I'm re-rolling.
I mean, I have to stay.
Ugh.
What did the dealer roll? Don't I get to see what the dealer rolled?
Yeah, so they rolled an 8, and they are re-rolling.
Okay.
I rolled an 8 and re-rolled to a 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Is there a double or a split or anything like that? Is there any way to?
That's awesome. That's be
I will.
saving.
Jeez, Joy doesn't know that much about blackjack, so she does. I will say, so you're wanting to just like re-roll one of your die.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. We're just playing fantasy games. So yeah. You can re-roll one of your die. So, Steven, if you want to re-roll just one, you can.
Oh, I want to reroll just one, but
Okay. How about this? We'll make it these rolls because I don't like the rolls that were online. So you
Okay.
roll it, right?
Yeah.
Then you can roll each one of them up to one more time
Oh.
individually. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
sounds
do it
great.
that way.
Ooh, nice.
Making it up as we go, people.
Yeah.
There we go.
Honestly, it sounds much better. Anyway, that's
Perfect.
seems more
I wish I had been able to double, but it's okay.
Okay. So the dealer rolled an 18 and re-rolled their d8 and now have a 19.
I'm at 19 with the dealer.
Okay.
I'm gonna move my hands away to show a 20.
A 20. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So so you both win. So you can double your winnings because they'll just match it. We'll make it nice and easy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave the 2
Fantastic.
platinum on the table. I'll stack them.
All right.
Keep going.
All right. Okay. Do it again.
I said I won, and then I just get up and abruptly leave.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Oh, did the Dragonborn win, or did the Dragonborn just lose all of his money?
Oh, let me hold on, let me like
He's going to the magical ATM.
Is his head in just his hands? It's like,
He takes off his wedding ring
it's like
and
my
throws it.
family, my house.
wait, yes! Yeah, they rolled a 20, so they also won. So,
Yay!
yeah, so now, he gets really excited. He's like, oh, you two are good luck. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
I left.
Anytime.
All right, your Derek Bardson's arrived, so if you want to swing
Oh
back by
shoot.
for yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm leaving, and then I see the waitress carrying the
Yeah.
drink, and then I turn and
Yeah.
sit back down and put down another platinum.
Okay. All right, there you go.
But
All
cheers,
right.
cheers, everyone.
Yeah. So the dealer rolls 2 3s and a 2, so she's gonna re-roll all 3 of her die.
Oh, we're doing the second roll.
Yeah, we'll do second round. Yep.
Oh, I'm leaving it as is.
The second roll ended up being worse for her, so 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. I rolled a 20 just on my first roll.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. A 10 and 8 and a
16.
2. Oh.
Nice.
16. Yeah, for sure. And our Dragonborn friend, yeah, for sure. All 3 of you win again, so you can double your winnings that you just put down.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
So,
Gambling's great.
Yeah.
I'll explain.
Yeah.
Now you've got 4 in front of you, and you have 3? No, 4. No, that's
Yeah.
not right.
Mm.
I've made 4. I think Derek has
Yes.
made 2. I believe.
2. He's made 2. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've made 4. So
okay.
yeah, I'll just keep it going. I'll leave 2 on there. Take my
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep going one at a time.
So she got a 5, 9.
I
She got
forgot.
an 11, so she's gonna re-roll 1, and so it's a 10.
10 total.
Yeah, she had a 10 total.
19.
19. Yeah. And Dragonborn got
17.
17. Yeah, you guys double it again.
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
Victoria's
boy.
rolling terribly.
All right. I'll leave the 4 on there. Let's see if I can get out of here in less than before 1 drink.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
I'll leave 4 on there. If I make 10, that's good.
I'll do one more time, one at a time.
Okay.
This one's not as great. Ooh.
Oh, that was a ride. Whew.
Oh no. We'll see. What's that? Oh, that's a bummer.
Okay.
So she had rolled a 10, a 5, and a 1. Re-rolled her 1 and got a 6. So she's got a 21.
Oh.
I don't beat that.
Yeah, I don't beat that either.
All right. So mark off your losses.
So, still at 4.
Okay.
So close.
I suddenly proclaim, this game sucks. And then I take my stuff, and then I...
So, as you proclaim that, Jules, you feel the clap of a hand on your back, and you turn around and you see a familiar male dwarf, Freddy, and for Derek's benefit, Freddy is, although he's a dwarf, he's relatively tall for a dwarf.
Okay.
And he's got sort of silver hair, also sort of pulled up in the man bun style that you see Jules sporting, but it's, sort of a silver fox look, pulled back, and he's got like striking blue eyes, and he's wearing chainmail. He's got a mace on his back, and says, "Oh, Jules, what didn't think I'd see you around here anytime soon."
Frederick, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Do I like Freddy? Or is it like kind of...
Yeah. He's a little, he's a little bit of a smart ass, and he, he'll give you a hard time, but yeah.
But like, it's not like, there's nothing bad, no bad blood. Okay, cool.
No, a friendly competition here and there to see who's better, but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Fred, pull up a chair, man. Tell me how you've been. How are things? How's the family?
Well, I wouldn't know. Haven't been back home in a while, but we're doing all right. I won quite a little bit earlier, and he'll kind of like nod to the dealer and just kind of like throw a gold like as a tip to her. Say, "I'm not playing. I've won enough."
Oh man, look at you. Oh, Fred, this is Derek. Derek, this is Fred.
Oh.
Freddie, nice to meet you.
I'll reach out my paw and shake him. Although Steven, the person, is all like, "We don't touch hands anymore," and then I realize it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm a cleric.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. And it's a very strong handshake.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Jules. Where'd you find this one?
I owed a favor to Lady Amara, so I'm helping these guys out, taking them over to see the elves.
Oh, that's quite a trek.
It's quite a favor that I owed, so.
You always get yourself into a tough spot, don't you?
Yeah. Give a little, take a little. Doesn't hurt to, be known as reliable and trustworthy, and I can always call on a favor from her now. We'll be square, so.
Sure. So, besides gambling away your coin, what else are you doing in the city? How long are you here?
Probably for a couple days. I don't know. The rest of our group went to go look for some jobs over at the Minstrel and Wand, but I don't know. They've never been here before. I think they're with the Assembly, from what I understand.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah. Not for
Find nothing
long.
better than a God's willing.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, if you want to try and find a lost pet, sure, you can find a job over at the Minstrel Ward, but I don't know. You just looking for quick coin? Is that all?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how sweaty these guys want to get, so.
Well, and he kind of like looks at the Dragonborn and looks at the two of you and says, when you're finished making a little bit of coin,
Yeah.
I'm going to be having a drink up front, and I can tell you a little bit about making a lot of coin.
Yeah, we'll come find you.
All right. Have a good time, and he'll give you like an unnecessarily hard slap on the back.
Yeah, I'll slap his ass as he walks by. Just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pretends that
Yeah.
it, gets to him. Yeah. And makes his way up. So,
Yeah.
all right. Do you guys want to gamble any more of your money?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to. We can settle. Well, I guess no. I need to know what to tell Lennox later.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can make him
Where
super
about money?
fast.
Yeah, we'll do it real quick. We'll do it real quick.
Okay, and I'm out of the gambling. I'm just.
You're
watching.
out. Okay. Great.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
okay. 16.
19. All right.
19. Okay.
And
yeah.
we'll just say I'm gambling 2 platinum each time.
Okay.
So
that makes it
I'm up.
easy.
I'm up 6 right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make you.
Yeah, I would have lost the gold on that. I phantom gambled.
Right.
Or I plat, I guess.
Oh, God.
Roll those two. Yeah.
17.
That's 14, 15, 16. Yeah.
All
you
right.
won that
So I
one.
just need to win one more, and then I'm out of here. There we go.
Oh.
I rolled an 18, guys. What should I do? Should I keep it? 18's pretty high.
Pretty good.
What do you know? What their number is? The dealer?
This
No,
is true.
she's sitting there covering her mouth up, so we can't know.
Oh, gotcha.
You see that she rolled once and then stopped.
Oh, I have to roll before she rolls.
Well, you just know that she's stopped. She is not.
No re-rolls.
She's not re-rolling.
Okay. Fuck it. Let's do it. Nah. It's really good. Derek, what do you think?
Oh man, 18's a pretty high number. It's a legal age of consent. It's a good number.
And that's and to you that's high. You think that's a high number. I'm gonna take off my glasses and just kind of like stare at you. And that's a high number for you, Derek.
I can't.
I'm just staring at you. I haven't stopped staring.
I'm just saying it was a high quality number.
Oh,
Felt lucky.
as opposed to what would be a low quality number. No. No, I'll keep the 18.
Jesus Christ.
We'll keep the 18. Okay. She rolled a 19.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yep.
All right, I need to win 2 more now.
Okay.
Oh, easy. I rolled a 21, so
Yeah, you got that one.
okay. The last one. All right, just give me another 21. Fuck. I rolled a 22.
oh.
Yeah, that was a 16. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I can re-roll 1, right?
You can re-roll one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll my d6, I guess. Yeah, so I keep so anything but a 6. 20.
20. Yeah, she rolled a 16.
All
There
right,
you go.
10 platinum. I'm out.
Okay. As you
Nice.
finish off your Derek Bardson's, make a little bit less of your money,
Yeah.
and make your way to the front. We will hop over, even past Elzara's, chatting with the bartender, and go across the street to the Minstrel and Ward, where Ileana and Lennox and there is a spot, if you so desire, to tie up bandits outside with the horses.
Definitely.
I don't know if you want to do that or not, but
Is it going to be safe out here?
I suppose if they let him inside, then that won't be too bad. But if not, I think he'll be all right out here.
I suppose we won't be in there too long, I wouldn't think.
Right. I think he can take care of himself as well. So we
Okay.
hear Ruckus will come running, and I'll tie him off because I know that he's old enough now. I've got to start leaving him places, leaving them
Right.
places. Yeah.
Right. It's okay. You can call it a him.
Okay.
All right. So you two step in, and it is just a cacophony of colors and sounds and
Oh.
scents and laughter. And even though it's like late afternoon at this point, it is already like packed in here. It looks like there are multiple stages where bards are playing, and the music is almost competing. It's wild. It's absolutely wild.
I forgot Linux wasn't a bard. I was like, oh, Zephyr of Linux Alley, but that's Kazeel. Now I'm getting them confused.
Awesome.
Get it together.
I use my sage background to
Just sing a song. Yeah. No.
Oh God,
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
this is a lot.
Yeah.
right. But where do we? How do we even find work in a place like this? Oh, shit on my head.
All right. Do I see a board up anywhere, Victoria?
Yeah, you see like part of the way down. So like the bar is actually centered in the middle of this room, this gigantic room. So you can order from the bar all the way around, and you see on just one side across from the bar there is what looks like a board of all sorts of like papers and postings and things on it.
Looking around, is it just dwarves here, or?
Oh, no, it's definitely a mix of dwarves, halflings, and gnomes, like a really good mix of them. Looking around, though, you don't see any tall folk, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Ileana tries to slump a bit.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are definitely, you don't even have to roll a perception. You're getting glances. I mean, they're not bad glances, but, you get the idea that you're certainly unique, although not unheard of.
Well,
Hello.
of course, we're unique.
I mean, you are a devil and an angel going into a bar, so.
Devil and
So-
an angel walk into a bar. I'll message Ileana. Yeah. Oh, do you see any place that we can anyone we can talk to? Anyone standing out to you?
What am I seeing, Victoria? On the board?
Okay, so you're going up to look at the board?
Yes.
Yeah, make an investigation check for me.
Oh, if I see her walking to the board, can I go and take a peek too?
Yeah,
That'd be okay.
right. Or
Yeah.
one of you can roll at advantage if you want.
Well,
You both
I'm
did.
glad that Linux rolling too.
Well, I rolled a
That-
7, but I have a +8.
That
so-
was a 2.
Oh, snap. All right, 15.
Okay. 15.
That's
Okay,
total.
15. Okay, yeah. It looks like there's just like years of layers of different things that people are in need of finding. Let me switch to this board over here.
Looking for min-maxing money and effort. Time
It is-
spent. Like,
Well,
if it's something we
and
can knock out.
that
Yeah.
doesn't seem too disreputable. At least that's what.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Like a day, day and a half, maybe.
You see several postings for some lost pets. You see. Let's see here. Scrolling.
I wonder if they're at the pet store, the exotic pet store.
All
that
right.
maybe there's a ring of
Oh, Pet
capturing
things.
people's pets and selling them to the exotic pet store.
right. Oh.
There's one that looks like they're looking for a group of people to help with transporting what looks like possibly a plague of some sort from one laboratory to another.
Plague?
Does that have
Yeah,
like
like vials of plague. Yeah.
Oh, is
for-
that a high-paying hazard pay type one?
Yeah. I mean, it certainly is high paying.
Do we have an idea of like how do they say how much?
They don't. They do say to go to the Arcanisboro on the north end of the city and go talk to. Hold on, let me scroll to the.
Oh, sorry.
This is why I print shit out and not in the computer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just
Nice.
scroll through. There it is. And go see Signa, who is actually an elven woman.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it
So,
say
yeah.
like it's across the city or like far distance to
It seems to describe a certain building, like a certain laboratory in the Arcanist Borough, and it feels as though it was written for the locals, right? Like if you're
Okay.
a local,
Okay.
you would know where this was. So
Gotcha.
Okay.
you might take some asking around, but
Got it.
I'll
but-
send a message to Ileana just since it's rowdy and loud in here.
oh sure.
This one, if we have at least Derek with us, between you and Derek, I think that, we can mitigate the risk.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And then the last one that you would see is that that there is some sewer backup that they are looking for some people to figure out what's going on because they cannot handle it from above ground.
We can send this one to Alex.
Yeah. Well, wait. You think? Wait.
I was just looking to get her eyes at Ileana. Yeah.
Eliana's just gonna look at him. You think Exodus is going to accept sewer work?
No. I reckon not.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I don't think that she would. But yeah, we can check out. I would think that maybe the most high paying might be the transportation of the vials of the
Right?
stuff. So we could check out that. And is it safe to see about the sewer backup just in case, Victoria?
Oh sure. Let me just.
That sounds like that'd be
Oh.
extra pay because it's nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, not to, that's just me
You
being
know.
silly, not
Yeah.
actually trying to be
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. You would go see Rynga, Rynga. She is a gnome, and then she is in the. She's in the artist borough, which is like
The artist. Artist.
Yeah, artist borough, which is like in Jules' like sweeping explanation of the city. He mentioned that was like southeast of the Caspian's ward.
Okay.
All right. I think these are good leads. I mean, other than the lost pets, but I still wonder if there's some kind of underground pet ring that has
Right.
taken these pets and selling them.
Pet thieves.
'Cause there's a
Or
lot of pet things here.
Indeed.
I mean, how many pets do these people have?
Well, I've seen quite a few restaurants out here too. You wonder how they get all their.
Oh, you're
Supplies?
right. You're right.
So-
Okay,
That'd be mighty cheap. All profit.
that's true. That's very true.
All right.
Scary thing.
So
I better go and check on the Drake then.
Right. Let's get back out there. And I'll message the same. If Alex is with us, I'll message the same. Just let her know where we're headed.
Oh, okay, so Alex is at the other bar, but you'll message her and she'll say, okay, I'm just drinking a really big wine and I can't leave the bar. They won't let me take it in my to-go cup. So whenever you're done, if you want to come to me, I'll be here.
Oh wow, this is real. This is real.
For real. Right, I'll hit Ileana up with that info, yeah. So, right, Alex, can't be bothered to leave her bar.
At
So,
least we know the name of the bar. And we're not just looking at every bar in the Dwarven
Right.
city.
traveling 6 miles to figure out where she just wandered off to again.
Yeah. It's not a fun place to be in. So
I'll scooch back over.
Okay. All right.
is the Drake okay? Is he still there?
Yeah, you come
Okay.
out and you see.
Kitty. Yeah, he is not like what.
Yeah, you see like a dozen or so people
Funny cat.
kind of like standing around looking at this Drake, like just
Oh, nice.
unabashedly, just like staring at it like they've never seen anything like it before.
Untie Bandit. Fine. The name is Bandit. They're a fine creature.
You see a little gnome street child kind of like look at it like in awe and say, can I pet it?
Do I think it's safe for this kid to pet Bandit? What would Lennox?
He's gonna walk over like bam, 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 just slapping it.
Make a nature check for me.
Okay. Oh, all right. I thought that was going to be complete garbage, but it's 17 plus 2, 19.
19. Okay, yeah. Bandit seems really excitable because he's in a place he's never been before. He is pretty big though, so you might be able to get pet like in his like midsection without too much disturbance.
Okay.
But probably not. But maybe not by his face, just from excitement, not because he's going to attack.
Okay. Oh well, listen. He's a bit They're a bit excitable right now. There's so much going on in this big city, but let me ask Bandit, and I'll head up front to try and keep Bandit calm and pretend to ask them. And be like, right, Bandit says if you want to very carefully and gently pat them on the side there, they'd be happy to have you do so.
Okay. And you see them run up there, and they're like very tentative about petting it. But yeah, they do pet him and say,
Bandit loves
thanks!
it.
And then just like darts off.
Nice. Well, another child not eaten, Eliana.
That's a good thing. Are we keeping score? I wasn't aware.
The score is 1. We'll see how it goes from here.
Got it. Let's try and keep the other side 0. That would be good.
Right. Well, I suppose, too, we had Sebastian there, right? After
Oh, yeah.
Bandit
Did
joined
he
our
pet?
crew.
Did Sebastian pet Bandit at all?
No, but he was nearby. I'm just counting children in proximity.
Just in proximity. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I miss little Sebastian. He was a nice lad.
I know, and he had the cutest catchphrases.
He did, yeah.
He always got me so pumped up and ready for healing or for battle or whatever he was calling for. Hope the lad's doing well.
I was so too. Fade out.
I know, I was like, do now. He lays slain as Narf is looking for Scott. I'm kidding. Narf hasn't made it there.
Narf with the bloody dagger. That's awesome.
Bastion. Oh god, yeah, Narf is the one who killed him. I wouldn't do that. No. Okay. All right. Where are you taking Bandit? Are you taking him across the street to where Elzaris is?
Yeah, Elzaris.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you cross past, you walk around the giant Piper statue, to the unnamed tavern, and find another post to tie up Bandit, and
Well, just be a minute there, Bandit.
And you go inside, and again, that's sort of dark and much slower. Not very many people. You see, it's easy to see Elzaris is sitting at only a patron at the bar. She's about 2/3 of the way through this ginormous wine glass, and you just walk in, and you hear a little bit of like rustling towards the back of the building, but nothing quite yet. So, and Elzaris sees the two of you and says, "What did you get? I found out some stuff, but what did you guys find out?"
Oh.
Well, we found a couple of jobs that might be interesting.
We took one, right? Had to do with sewage.
Yeah. How does that sound to you? We thought that was a perfect one for you.
I know how you don't like sewage, and this is a job where you get rid of the sewage.
Get rid of it.
Right.
Have we been traveling together for do we have to touch the sewage? And she takes a big drink.
I think it said something about likely not getting any on our faces or in our mouths. I think.
Yeah, you got to shovel it, I'm sure.
I don't
Probably
know.
put your hands in it and pick it up and move it aside.
Right.
Sure, for like 1,000 platinum, maybe. Maybe.
I don't
No
think it was
spotting.
for that much,
No,
but
no. Yeah.
we'll keep it in mind. That's backup. We have
Oh.
another one that sounds a little bit more promising.
It should be high pay, which we know you like. And it should be relatively easy, which we know you like.
As long as the vials don't break.
Right.
But we'll be
it's-
fine. We'll be fine.
What's
It's just a plague. Carried in some
Yeah.
vials.
It's not that big of a deal.
We're moving
I'm
it
sure it
across.
happens every day
Right.
here and in such a big city. They
Right.
just need some help, and
That's
that's
all.
what we're going to give them.
Right.
Sure.
Walk in with some vials. You can pretend there's water inside.
Exactly.
And we'll be fine.
If you don't think about it, it won't be a problem.
Right. Plus, we have
Okay.
Ileana here and Derek. They can take care of us, I hope. I imagine, if anything happens.
Oh, sure.
Sure. I'll probably need some more of this though before we do it. And she just starts like chugging her drink. And
Or, yeah.
yeah. And you guys
Nice.
see at this point, you see Derek and Jules emerge from the back of
Oh.
the bar. What looks like a broom closet. So for Derek and Jules, you see the three of them at the bar, and then you see Freddie just sitting like across from the bar at his own like booth by himself. So
I'll wave our friends over.
Well, if I caught it, I'll tell them and head over to you.
Yeah. And I'll drop a little bag of coins in Lennox's hand and say, "Did pretty good today."
Oh, I'll say I'll feel the heft. Now you took your cut though, right?
Yeah. Next time we might make it a little bit higher, but it's all there.
Fair enough. Fair
So
enough.
there's,
Well,
there's 8 platinum in there.
oh, true to your word. Is that 8 in addition to the 5?
Sorry, it's 13 in total.
Okay.
Yeah.
True to your word. Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jules. Very impressive, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. I have I have an old friend over there, Freddie. Says he has a job for us. If you guys want to come meet him, he's good people.
All right.
Sure.
And Freddie said he was going to be in here, right? In this bar.
yeah, you
Okay.
saw him. So when you came in, you saw your crew at the bar, and you saw Freddie at a booth like across from the other side of the bar. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Walk over to Freddie. Say, Freddie, these are it's the rest of the group. It's Lennox, Ileana, Elzaris.
He'll slide out and offer his hand to Lennox to shake, and then
I'll shake his hand.
Okay, and
Lennox,
then
take a picture.
offer his hand to shake to Ileana,
Shake it.
and then Elzaris, he'll offer it to shake, but then kind of like turn it and say, "My lady," as if he could tell that Ileana probably wouldn't have appreciated it, but Elzaris might. And he might be
I'm just staring at him, like,
a little insightful.
like
Yeah. Oh, well, sit down. Let's have another round. I think because you see Elzaris had brought over her giant.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll just sort of motion to get another round of drinks for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Freddie, what'd you get yourself into this time?
Sorry, I was answering
okay.
a question in chat. Well, it's just a stopover. I mean, I should be going home soon, but handling a little bit of business out on the coast, but nothing too exciting.
Yeah.
But other than that, if y'all are looking for some work, if you're not going to be in town for very long, and I'll kind of like look around to make sure that no one's listening.
Yeah.
All right. I'll lean in a little bit.
Tell me, you look, at least most of you look like a bunch of decent fighters.
Look at
I know
us.
Jules is. How are you in a scrap?
We fare pretty well, I'd say. Ileana, most certainly.
And how good are
Derek's
you?
concerned. Sorry.
And how good are you at working together, communicating, putting on a bit of an act?
Well, I know
I'm
that
just like
Derek...
trying to hide laughter.
Nice.
Just like
Derek, you... Derek used to be part of a traveling troupe of actors.
Actually was.
wait, what?
Right?
Derek, what?
That's so I'm told. Don't remember much.
Oh, that's true.
He's had a bit of a, but anyways.
I'd say we're adequate, perhaps. It varies day to day.
I would say they're decent. There's room for improvement. That's all.
Oh, Ileana's gonna give Jules a look.
Right.
As you do that, I'm going to say, so Ileana, what was that store you went to again earlier? Speaking of communication, the one with the nice windows.
It was a shop. Why
Yeah.
are you stuck on that?
I'm highlighting.
I didn't
an
even
example.
notice the name of the shop. I just noticed the window.
I couldn't help but highlight an example, a recent example of some communication.
Me not telling you what shop I was looking at a window at, that mattered all of a sudden.
Ileana, well, you're making a scene. And Freddie, as you were saying.
He's kind of just amused by this, conversation. Right. Well, there are a couple of fighting pits in the city, and I know one in particular that has a pretty big fight going on tomorrow night, but the challenger backed out at the last minute, and I need a group such as yourselves to fight in it.
And then where does the communication come from? Since when has that been an aspect of fighting that we focus on?
Well, you got me, friend. All right, here's the deal. First round, go at it. You gotta win. So I gotta trust you're gonna win.
Okay.
All right.
That'll put you in the final bout. The final bout, I need you to lose. Not too early. Only one or two of them left standing. But you gotta throw it. But you've got to make it convincing.
Okay.
Right.
Do I know these fighters?
Just make a history check for me. See if you know them. I'm gonna use that as
24? Yeah, 24.
Oh, team.
Well, yeah, you do. They're the,
That needs to be on the leg.
oh, it's not gonna be.
Sorry. No.
No.
Nobody's pulling something out and the whole light is about to fall over and break. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. They're the Vasties. And you would know that the Vasties are a group of, dwarf fighters who are pretty renowned in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And they are known to win quite a bit. And I would say with a 24, you've probably heard some rumors that occasionally their fights might not be all that it seems. They might be paying people off so that they can keep their status in the city.
So, I'm completely unsurprised at this.
So, what kind of trickery is going on that we have to pretend to lose?
Probably just a lot of betting on the fight.
Is the payment for this better than winning the fight?
Oh, yeah.
All right. And do these people, are they aware that we're going to do this, where they're not going to try and kill us if we pretend to fall unconscious or something? I don't want to be stabbed to death pretending to lose a fight.
We'll kind of look at you and look over at Jules and be like, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones paying you.
Well, I'm fine with it then.
Yeah, I mean, money's money. I don't have any pride when it comes to that. I know I could fucking I know I could kick their ass, so I'm not worried about it.
Nice.
Well, what about the rest of you? You want to make a boatload of gold and not a lot of time?
How much gold is it exactly?
Oh,
And are you
well,
are you going to be out there with us? Or
no. No.
Of course, why would you go and risk his own life?
I'm just a middleman. Ileana. I'm just a middleman. Let me find out exactly. I didn't expect to make this offer right away, but obviously I don't know what the bets are going to be coming in at. That'll be variable, but I know that the fee from the from your sponsor will be sizable.
All right, and we're allowed to bet against ourselves. Is there, if we get someone to bet against us?
Freddie can place a bet for us, right?
Yeah. Right. Excellent.
Someone can pick. Yeah, we'll find you someone. I wouldn't do it yourselves. That would look a little bit suspicious.
Oh no, not us. We'd need right.
Who put you up to this, Freddie?
Well, I owed a guy a favor. Can I not owe a guy a favor?
Who put you up to this, Freddie?
You wouldn't know him. It's all right. You wouldn't know him. It's fine.
Was it Gerard? Because he's a piece of shit. He can't be trusted. That smarmy fuck. Don't tell me it was Gerard.
No, it wasn't Gerard, but it was Gerard's friend. And I don't know. He came into town for like one day, and I got a little in over my head with the cards, over at the Maple Leaf.
So,
and
so this is we're making this up to someone.
Yeah.
You were just telling me how well they were doing.
Well, I was doing well until the Maple Leaf.
Yeah.
I did well today, but I don't, I can't use those winnings to pay off these winnings. What do you want? What do you want from me? I got to at least net a 0 before I go home.
I'm going to send Jules a message, telepathic message.
Yeah.
So this friend of yours here can be trusted to actually, Freddie here, to get the money and give it to us.
How much do I trust Freddie, Victoria? Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
I mean, you've gotten into some scraps together, so I'd say, he's never done anything to, I'm rolling. Yeah. I would say that's about appropriate. About like a 7, high 7. Yeah.
I'll tell Lennox, he hasn't burned me yet.
Right.
I know his family. He's an alright guy. But this is would this be unusual for him?
I mean, he enjoys gambling, and he enjoys the open road. Probably wishes he didn't have a family back home. So, he's gotten, this is probably a little bit more of a scrap than he's gotten himself into for a while.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So I'll say, like he hasn't burned me. He seems a little desperate.
Right. Well,
if it goes well, it's a win-win for everyone.
Right. Desperate people. Plenty of money to be made there. All right.
Yeah.
I'll say out aloud. I'm up for it. I know Alex says she's guzzling whatever booze she has. Let's see what how she replies.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you'll all be drinking here for a minute, I'll go find out what the extra cut is.
Sounds good. I'll turn to Derek to make sure he's on board. But you might be muted.
Yeah, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh,
yeah.
All right. He's already in character.
Yeah. And Ileana, you're okay with this?
I guess so.
Elzaris, are you okay with losing a fight?
You look at her and she's clearly intoxicated at this point.
She's wine drunk.
Yeah. Wine day drunk. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I also need more money.
Yeah.
I'll do what you guys want, I guess.
I mean, there's going to be, probably 6 of them, 6 of us.
Right.
5 of them, 5 of us. So we can fuck up 4 of them, you know?
Plus, we can win the first fight. If we do it real quick and powerful, like, the odds...
That's the fight we should bet on. We should bet on the first fight.
Right. We should bet
That's
on
the fight we
both.
should bet on. Yeah.
Or we'll come in looking all feeble-like and
Yeah.
yeah, I like
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in about an hour or so.
All right, we'll see you. And then as soon as he walks away, I'm going to say, Ileana, I'm sorry. I'm working on my social skills, you know? It's been a while since I've been part of a group.
What are you apologizing for?
Just shutting you down earlier.
Oh, I didn't notice, so... But thank you.
Yeah. All right. What do you guys want to do for an hour?
Ooh, how about that pet store?
Do I think we can make it there and back in an hour?
I would say yes.
Unless we get
Sprawling.
brunch there.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's window shopping for today anyway, since you know. Oh, right, Derek. How did you fare? Did you gamble as well?
Oh yeah, they gave me some platinum and then they took one back and I
Right.
decided I was done.
Oh, so you broke even.
No, I got some free platinum. They just
No, he won. He won. Yeah.
Well, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent, Derek.
Not as much as you won, but he did pretty good.
Well, clearly you have a set of skills for this that you've got a mind for it. Excellent. All right, well, let's check out that pet store. Oh, what's
Please. Oh no, Liana's just... As soon as you say that, she gets up and she starts heading towards the door.
that? Nice.
So it does not take much time for you is to maneuver through the streets of the Hydra District to Ludry's Littles, which is a little pet store. And you
What's it
go
called?
in Ludry's Littles.
Ludry's Littles.
Right? Like the littlest pet shop.
Yeah, like the littlest pet shop.
Got it.
And, as you walk up, you see several birds and a few snakes in the window in cages in the 2 flanking bay windows. And you step in and you can see that it's just truly a menagerie of different birds and small cats and dogs and rodents and ferrets and rabbits and pretty much anything that you can imagine. And you
what about
see-
orange owls?
let me see. So you see at the desk a little a halfling woman who's got her feet up on the desk, and she is reading a book. Jared, could you make a perception check for me, please?
Yeah. My perception. Okay, +3. The total number is a critical 1 dead.
Critical one dead. Okay. Yeah. So she's just reading a book.
Oh
And
god,
sees-
my chance of Guillermo.
And puts the book down and says, "Oh, hello. What can I help all of you fine folk find?"
I'll look around, see if anyone else has anything they want to ask about.
Just kind of lost and just kind of looking around.
Does it
I
smell
forgot
funky
where
AF
I
in here?
was.
Oh, sure it does.
I forgot why I even went inside this building with my.
Sir, Cat, sir, you look lost. What can I help you find?
I had a purpose, but I can't remember it, so I guess I'll just hang out with my friends.
He was wondering how much you might buy him for.
Oh no.
And I'll nudge
Linnet-
Derek,
oh,
just kidding.
When Ileana's going to elbow him if she's anywhere near him.
He's very sturdy. You know, he can carry a lot of stuff.
Right. Very
Yeah.
affectionate.
Yeah.
That might be drawn up. Oh yeah.
What?
Oh no, that might be. That's not quite the kind of fare that we sell here, but
He's
I'm just
very
joshing
exotic.
you.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
You probably couldn't afford him. He's just priceless.
Yeah.
Oh, rub my ribs. Right.
Sure.
I was one.
But that. Oh yes, I can help you find something. But I'm just saying that one out there, and she'll point at Bandit.
Oh.
Now that's something that might be worth a gander if you're looking to sell.
And how much would you take for our precious bandit? It's a mighty drake, guard drake, that one.
I'd have to take a look at him, but probably out there. Did you want to do that first or look around?
Well, first I'm wondering if you have anything in the way of little dragonkin, like a look dragon or a fairy dragon or anything little tiny and cute.
Oh, well, I don't at the moment, but I do have one across town. I'd have to get them over here, and you'd have to meet them, of course. We don't let anyone adopt until they've met. Make
Sure.
sure that they, are compatible. But if you'd like to do that, I could have them moved over here for you for tomorrow morning.
I'll lean in a little bit. Right, but let me ask: do you have anything in the way of real dragons, like a baby dragon?
Oh,
As you can tell,
well.
I'm a fine trainer for dragon folk, and I know they get quite big. But
Make a persuasion check.
I hope I roll well. It's a pretty good bonus, but all right, 17 plus
Wow.
8, 25.
Wow.
25. Okay, yeah. She'll kind of like look at your group and look at you and say, again, I don't have one, but I might be able to procure one, but
Right.
or at least an egg ready to
That would
hatch.
be fine. That would be fine.
But you're looking for a full dragon.
Right. Depending on the cost and what color scales they have, what heritage.
Yeah. Anything in particular or just anything?
Crap, I don't know. I actually had to look and think about it. Sorry. Blobbity blobbity, I'd say. Lennox
Okay.
knowing,
Oh.
having a keen mind as to what he'd be looking for.
Okay. Sorry, I had sent a message to the wrong person.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, let me ask around. It's going to take me a little bit to find something.
Sure.
Where do you live here in the city?
No.
She looks like she's clearly knows you don't.
Nice. Just passing through. We're here today and tomorrow, and probably leaving the morning after that.
All right. Do you want to check back in, or
Sure.
do you want me to send word to you?
If you can find out the price and availability, then I'll check back in as soon as tomorrow, and see if you've heard anything yet, and we can go from there.
Well, I'll say check back in tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll have that much information that quickly. That's
Right.
quite a big ask.
Sure. All right. Well, I'll give it another day then, since we have some things to do tomorrow, and then the day after, I'll check back in just in case. If not, I understand.
All right. Well, great. What was your name?
It's Lennox. I'll spell
All
that
right,
out.
Lennox.
Right.
All right.
So our precious bandit, the guard drake.
Right. So nothing else, anyone, before we go out and take a look? Is anyone else looking for anything? A friend? No?
I don't
I already have my
know.
best friend right here, and then Beans will immediately just like accidentally knock something over. Just like,
Nice.
You get kind of like a stare, like that's not a real animal. Yeah.
Ileana's going to kind of take Linnick to the side.
Ooh. I'll pull
Are you-
back like you're gonna elbow me again.
Are you really looking to sell Bandit?
I'll send you a message as you ask that, a telepathic message, and say, honestly, I'm trying to gauge how other people will see them. If I have no idea what they're actually worth, gold-wise right now, and if it's not much, then I don't have to worry as much about people trying to steal them or take them. If it's a crazy amount of money, then I'll have to be a little more careful before tying them up and such.
Oh, that's actually quite brilliant. Okay, just making sure.
He lifts up his shirt to show a little bit of that.
I have an itch next to my navel.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, it's hot in here. I'll pull my shirt
Well,
up.
let's go and check out. Yes, Ileana starts walking outside.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So you guys step outside and to take a look at Bandit. Are you going to point anything? Are you going to do anything in particular?
I'm going to try and do what I can. I don't know if there's anything I can make an impact with, but use my charisma to try and take the knowledge I know, so on and so forth, what a Bandit has done and been through already, where they've been, anything I do to hype Bandit to find out what the max might be at Bandit's current level.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You make, I guess just just make a persuasion roll for me.
Okay. 5, but I think persuasion's one of my 8s. Yeah, okay, so 13.
13, okay. Okay. So, you're kind of walking around and explaining the things that you know about Drake's, remembering that, Peppino had a lot of knowledge that you were sort of leaning on him to remember. But she kind of takes a look at it and says, honestly, I haven't seen one of these. I haven't seen one of these. She, after thinking about it for a second, to the right buyer, maybe 6 to 15,000. But I don't know without knowing a buyer and a price. But if it's something you're interested in, I can put feelers out and find out if I've got a buyer. If not, we could do something like a consignment, or I give part of it to you now and part of it once it sells.
Do you think that I'm going to pause and kind of give, at the news of this, give Ileana, a glance and kind of an Elzaris, Derek. If we were to consider selling Bandit, would we be able to meet the buyer where we could get a good idea of whether or not they provide a proper home and treat Bandit properly? I mean, that part would be on us, but...
Vet everyone, but if you wanted to, we could have the arrangement made, but you'd have to be able to get out here as soon as there was a buyer.
Right. And what is your housing for if we were to do the consignment? How would what would Bandit's living situation look like?
Oh, well, we have a much larger shop across town. This is the littlest of the little shops, and where that the wyvern is for the other. We've got a pretty big space. I mean, it's still we're still a shop. It's not like they're going to have a field to run around in, but...
All right. Well, I guess I'll let you know a little later today then, okay?
Sounds fair.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else for anyone else?
I'm really quickly just going to take a moment and telepathically talk to Bandit and ask him how he feels about that lady.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a nice chat with him, and you get the idea that Bandit is like so overwhelmed by all the smells and things, and it's like, oh well, She seems nice. I don't
Alright.
know. I haven't
Okay.
met anyone that's not nice.
Oh, poor precious
True.
bandit! No, stop being so innocent, bandit.
I'm just gonna like. I'm just, he's so pure.
Oh no!
Just put my glasses down to hide a tear.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll be like, all right, man. I'm glad to hear that. Do you want a crepe?
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't know.
And then I'll ask him if he can eat chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know if drakes can eat
I
chocolate.
don't know.
God.
Same answer. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice,
I
nice.
mean, you're like, okay. All right. Well, you have a good dad, and I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna keep your best interest in mind.
Oh. Thanks.
Yeah.
It was fun
Like,
talking.
like that'll do, and then I'm just gonna like pat him on his forehead.
Aw.
That'll do, Drake.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
do.
It'll do. Beautiful. All right.
If the shopkeep heads back in, I'll just have a conversation with everyone. So, I'll explain to everyone what my initial intent was, and then continue and say the reason I pursued further questioning is something that's been in the back of my mind, especially when we came out of that shop, and there were so many people around Bandit. And every time, and everyone else that's had sort of a drake? You have a drake in our travels so far. We're clearly in a lot of danger. When that jackal thing attacked us, one of my first thoughts was, poor Bandit. What's Bandit gonna do against some flying magic user to defend himself? There are certain creatures, I think, that are very good at defending themselves, dragons and such. And the guard drake is a wonderful creature, but from what Peppino had told me, I mean, they're good at that, garden, not so much adventuring. And I thought, if there's a way to find Bandit a good, safe home that's established and won't be under attack regularly, where Bandit will have, the run of things, something fair and nice, that it might be a better situation for him.
Yeah, I thought about how he was just a baby when he poked out of that huge egg. And I thought about how it might be later with him guarding something or someone in a spot, but I didn't give much thought to the journey in between
Right.
I don't
and
like
what
the
that
idea
would be
of him
like
being.
for him.
I don't like the idea of him being in a cage.
I would not want this to happen if he were in a cage. Absolutely not.
Well, they just have a shop. They said the shop's bigger, but it's obviously they can't keep him outside. They can't. They're going to just keep him in some kind of room.
Oh, I'd want to take a look first. I wouldn't consider it if he's indoors or something like that. If it sounded like they might have some area for him to run around, and this wyvern even sounds sort of keyed towards the care of Dragonkin, but I'd like to take a look first, of course, before considering that. I mean, my heart is torn because, I mean, I do remember finding him in that egg, and I do remember him hatching, and Peppino and I were so excited. I know everyone had their concerns, but this precious soul that's been traveling with us, it means a lot, and there's good and bad and all the memories attached to Peppino that come along with Bandit. And I'm not saying I want to keep him because he reminds me of Peppino, or get rid of him because he reminds me of Peppino, but that's an element in this complex set of feelings I'm having. But that precious little Drake, I just hate to see something terrible happen to him. There's a lot of unknowns here, and if he could have a safer comfortable lifestyle and not be dragged around with us, then I think that might be something to consider.
I get what you're saying, but I mean that's some pretty wishful thinking, man. Like that's
I know.
the stars would really have to align to meet what you. And also, like, do you think anyone would treat him better than you?
No.
Well,
That being said, 15,000 gold is it's a lot of money.
I wasn't prepared for that. It's another concern.
Yeah.
When we tied him off, there was a cute child out there. When we tied him off, we went to go collect him. And sure, the kid wanted to pet him, but there were a bunch of other people around eyeing Bandit, like right next to Bandit, just keeping it, drooling. And we have to visit these types of places.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna do anything yet. Just keep an eye on him. Treat him like he's a kid.
Right. Well, I'd like to think I'd like to take a look at our options here, but yeah, they'd have to be pretty. Some stars would have to align for me to go along with it.
Yeah,
but it's a huge city, and I thought these are some new concerns. So I guess that's where I just wanted you all to know where my mind's at.
Fair enough. Oh, we should get back to Freddy.
Right.
So you make your way back to the unnamed tavern, and sure enough, Freddy is sitting at the table that that you were sitting at together. And he said, "I figured you weren't going to be gone long, so sit down. Let me tell you what you're into. Looks like about 400. Then, of course, whatever the winnings are on the side, legitimate winnings." From both the fights.
Sounds like some good money for. Is that 400 apiece or 400 collective?
400 collected.
Right.
Plus the winnings of the two fights.
I mean, that sounds. What do you think, Jules? I think you'd know better than us. Does that
And it's
sound-
80 gold ahead, so. And then.
For winning a fight and losing a fight, that's pretty good money for quick work.
Yeah. And then whatever we bet, I gotta be honest. I'm only gambling on the first fight. I'm only gambling on the one I know that that
Right.
just there's
Makes sense.
I like to when I gamble, I like to make sure I'm in control. And I feel like I'm not in control of the second fight.
I'm gonna trust you on that then.
Yeah.
I'll do the same.
But yeah,
I thought that we were in control of the first fight, but not the second, or the
Yeah.
second fight, but not the first. The second, we know we're gonna lose, so you can. We just need to go back to the first one and have like all the bravado.
But the second one is the one that could go wrong. The first one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll kill it.
Well, I don't need to know tonight, but I need to know by tomorrow morning. So.
Are there any objections?
No, we can tell you now. We're in.
I'll nod in agreement.
I'll look over at Ileana.
It's all fake. There's no real enemies.
Okay.
It's a wrestling match, yeah.
I go where the group goes.
All right.
Elzaris, I think she fell in that
shrinking?
glass.
She went back up to the bar to order another
that?
to go wine. Yeah. Fantastic.
All right. And the fight's
Partners.
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, fantastic. I've got to go tell a few people. If you want to meet up later for drinks, we've got the whole night to enjoy ourselves and relax. But
Yeah.
just let me know where you're being. Where are you staying?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I'll stay at wherever I have the most rewards points.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
where-
Yeah. Yeah. You go to the ferry yacht over a
I'll give
couple
them
of
my rewards card.
yeah,
My
yeah.
stamp.
Yeah,
They can stamp my
your
card.
your punch card.
Right. F you and your privilege.
Ugh.
Yep. Yeah. So you're not far from the Hydra district, and you're actually kind of closer back to the East Craig board, kind of in between the two, and find a nice inn. And he knows where you normally stay, so you can easily find a room there. Yeah. Fantastic. Anything else you guys want to do for the evening?
That was a full day.
I'm just gonna start reading my book. On my way to Arcana book.
Oh, do any of you guys have any leftover chocolate bacon crepe? You guys finish them all?
Oh no, I ate all of mine.
I probably ate 3/4 of mine, and then ate the other one and got full. So it's like a quarter of my half. So an 8.
Mine were plain and not stuffed. So
Bandit was saying he wanted to try it, so.
Oh, I wonder. I think back to whether or not what Peppino said about chocolate.
You don't recall him. You remember Peppino? Actually, make a straight intelligence check for me.
History, is that?
No, intelligence.
Intelligence, okay. All right, 9 plus. I don't think I have a very high intelligence. Plus 2. I guess it's not terrible. 11.
11. Okay, yeah. I mean, you remember all the stuff about the meat in the beginning, but then you are, it's a little hazy about what, you fed them a lot of bacon, but you don't remember anything else.
I'm going to play it safe, Jules. Thank you for letting me know, and I'll say to Bandit, well, maybe I can ask that shopkeep tomorrow or tonight and get a better idea of if that's all right to give you.
Chocolate, yeah. Chocolate, yeah. You can't have chocolate. Can't have raw onions.
Grapes, no grapes.
Yeah, grapes.
Okay. Ileana, you doing anything in particular?
So what time is it?
At this point, it's by the time that you reach the tavern, the sun is going to be setting here in just maybe about an hour or so. So you're about an hour. Yeah.
So we're all just kind of sitting around a table?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go to the performance?
You guys don't know about that.
I know.
If
This is Amelia was saying
nice.
he's gonna go to the
Yeah,
performance. This is Amelia.
Yeah.
Ileana's going to look over at Linux. So, if I heard correctly, you're working on a book?
Aye, it's a bit of a steamy romance novel, or at least I'm trying to make it so. Honestly, I need to read some more work to get a better idea of how to write this up. I'm just winging it, but aye.
So you don't read what you're writing?
Well, I've certainly read a handful back in my city, and I always, some were just not that good, but others were you really get in the moment, and so I've been aiming to write more like that, and more captivating, more putting you in the position of the characters. Would you like to take a look at what I have? And I mean, I don't want to offend any sensibilities in case it does for you, but give me your feedback.
She'll get a little flustered. Sure. I would read it and give you my opinion.
Well, I appreciate it, Ileana. It's like I know.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just whenever you're ready.
I'll rumble through my bag and take out a few little chapters, all kind of, clumped together, paper. It's just the first 4 chapters of what I'm hoping will be something. Yeah, there's some over-the-top romance, a boat ride with some stars up above and such, and
Sure. It sounds. So, what is the plot?
Well, it's about 2 strangers that meet by coincidence. and there's sort of an instant connection. They meet at a bar in a beautiful city, and they almost seem at different on different wavelengths at first, but then they find after a bit of drink and conversation that they have quite a few deeper things in common, and that's where it starts out. But they're sort of star-crossed, so they have to go separate ways. Their lives won't allow them to be together, but at every corner they find themselves trying to find a way back, and doing so here and there, but something always seems to pull them apart again. And I'm trying to build up to, I don't even know how to end it yet, or what but I've got the first 4 chapters done. They were easy, and some notes on where I'm going with it.
Well, that sounds like a good story.
Thank you. I try and go into I'm all about the detail too, because of course, in the books that I've read anyway, it seems very important to get into like be very articulate and descriptive with the details in the steamier sections. So
yeah,
it has hopefully a good story as a backdrop, and then some really interesting, juicy moments that you can really get into.
Yeah, that sounds like a good setup. It does.
Well, let me know what you think. I'll take any feedback. I'm not afraid of constructive criticism.
Sure.
Here you are. And I'll
Okay.
pass the rest over, my notes
All
and
right.
stuff.
She will kind of shuffle them and kind of quickly put them in her bag. I will read over and let you know.
Right.
I'm going to go and take care of a couple of things myself.
Oh, all right.
And she's going to get out of her bag an evening haggled
Okay.
and slip it over to Linnick.
Okay.
Read that one.
Oh,
I
thank
like
you.
it.
Oh, wonderful.
And she will go.
Well, I'll sit down and read a little bit instead of my
To give you a short description, an evening haggled, a steamy novel about a knight who bargained with a hag for a lifetime with his true love, and then got more than he bargained for.
Oh,
Yes! It was Zangard's best-selling romance novel 3 years running, with a quote on the back, "A torrid affair that strikes at the heart," by Rose Clary.
Oh, I like it. Poor Zangard. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll spend the night reading that instead of the Arcana book.
And then Ileana is off to see a petite romance.
Okay. Are you doing that by yourself? Are you gonna ask?
She didn't tell
Like
anyone that
Elzara.
where she was. Oh. Okay, so yeah, she'll stop by the bar.
Okay.
So just kind of sit down close to her.
Mm-hmm.
Exodus, I'm going over to the theater to see a show called A Petite Romance. Would you like to join?
Yes. Wait. Are they coming?
No,
Is it girls' night?
no, it's girls' night.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay.
She'll give a nice little wave to the guys as she heads out with Ozaris.
So, as the ladies make their way around back up to the theater, and they stop in front of it to see that the sign has been hung. There's a small crowd, no pun intended, out front, and the giant sign says "A Petite Romance" by Derek Bardson, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, double whammy!
Yeah. Sorry we ran a little late, but wanted to try and
That is
get to a good spot.
wonderful.
Wanted to All right, guys. Whew. We got through the shopping
I
episode.
love it.
Yeah.
Shopping episode.
Shopping episode
Excellent.
with a cliffhanger. Who knew that was a thing?
Yeah. By Derek Bardson. What?
Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Awesome. Well, thank you, players, as usual, for hanging out. Sorry, Tasha couldn't be here. Sorry, Tasha. I hope I
Yeah.
make her
Sorry,
too much
Tosh.
of a lush.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's pretty established at this point.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. On her 4th mega, she's gonna be dead. Her blood alcohol.
I know. She's so small.
We did kill her.
It's unconscious. Just
Yeah. Yeah. So awesome. So gosh, Dan, is there an easier way to do this? We have so many streams now. Let's do. How about you do the thank yous while I
Okay.
make sure I remember
Gather
everything.
yourself.
Well, tonight we had Kim D20 that gave us a cheer 293 bits for the menstruation wand. Okay,
Yes.
awesome. That's so great. And Steven that cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much. Awesomes.
That wasn't long enough. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
So you have been watching the Obsidian Scar. So Sunday nights from 10 to 1, we get proper naughty. Oh, thanks, Dan. That makes it a whole lot easier. And then on the rest of the week, we have like D&D almost every night of the week. So Monday nights, our wonderful Steph DMs The Forsaken, which is a forbidden magic quest hoarding group of
Quest hoarding
adventurers.
Inc.
Yeah. They would have, unlike this group who decided to pick one, they would have taken all the quests.
Taking all of them. Yep.
Yeah, started them, probably not finished them yet. So that's Monday nights. Tuesday nights we have our All Evil campaign that Dan DMs, Tasha and I play in, and that one we are currently in the Feywild, getting ready to do some fun subterfuge goodness. So we'll see how that works with Tasha's character. Anyway, I'm so nervous. Wednesday, I'm so nervous. Wednesdays is our D&D session at Bird's Talk, where we have a bunch of people from different streams come around, talk about our characters, what's going on the stream. Super fun. Thursdays we are off. Fridays we have Stormfall. Dan DMs that one with Steph in it. That is our very sort of dramatic, suspenseful 90210 campaign. So all good lines. And then Saturdays. Whew. So starting Saturday the 9th, right? The 9th? We've got, is that right?
Yeah,
looking
right?
for
The 9th,
affirmation.
Yes.
Okay.
This Saturday starts.
The 9th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so the 9th. Yeah. So this Saturday, starting at
5.
5. Got it. 'Cause
No.
it's different on Sunday.
6.
6. Okay.
Yes.
Starting at 6 o'clock. We have a brand new campaign. And I just did the stupid the thing for it. What is it? Tower of Dreams. So that one's going to be really fun and interesting. I don't want to give away any spoilers on that one, but Andrew will be DMing that one. So super exciting. Saturday nights at 10, we already have Kim's wonderful campaign, Court of Thorns. That one's very dark, very psychological thriller, lots of fun. And then you can wake up at 6 on Sundays with Kim to do. Right now, it's just the pre-campaign stuff for Equilibrium, which
Actually, Sundays is at 5.
Sundays at 5.
Oh,
Yes.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturdays
I
at
need
6.
schedule. Sorry,
Sundays at 5.
guys. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's a lot of new.
So she's still in pre-campaign, but she's streaming all the pre-campaign stuff, so you can check that out before you then, of course, come back to watch us at 10 o'clock be our proper naughty selves. And that is everything. And yeah, so everyone have a fantastic night. Have a fantastic week, and we will see you next Sunday to find out how these two deal with the play, and then also possibly some pit fighting. So, all right, have a great night, guys. We'll see you
Bye,
later.
guys.
Awesome. I'll catch you later. Gonna raid over, and we'll catch you later. everyone.
Saving soon.
Bye.
So, buddy.
Bye.